What's up, everybody? Hopefully y'all are having a good day. Hey, good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, KHEAradio.com. This is Kickstart. We're about to get this show on the road. I'm excited for it. We got about a minute 14. What's up, Ethan? How are you doing today?
Pretty good. A little insulted, but
What?
that's fine.
By who?
I don't really know.
Just every day.
Okay, it's fair.
Every day.
Curt, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What about yourself, sir?
I'm so shocked that you asked how I'm doing, and I'm doing pretty
What's the
good,
one
man.
time?
Hey, so I just want to start this show and have my apologies again to Chevy, who is a great friend of mine. You have your thoughts, and you've already said them earlier. I don't want to bring them up. If you want to bring them up yourself, but Kingston DeVille, that's Chevy's business name. He does photography, video, and some other stuff. He also does haircuts. So he
said he loved it.
He starts barber school today.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Chevy. So
we'll
shout
have
out
to go
to
to
Chevy.
see you at your barber school.
Yeah.
Get in some hours.
He needs those hours. It takes 1,500 hours to complete that and get your barber's license. It takes about a year if you're.
But I'm rocking the haircut.
It looks
rocking
good
it today.
It does. It looks great. I mean, it looks better. You know, yesterday was rough. It was an emergency situation. You know, it's like cracked glass when there's an emergency and there's like a haircut in there. We're like, come on. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And I'm Ethan.
And we are going to be talking a little bit about everything. Hey, first things. Okay, so we just started our Facebook stream, and I see Natasha is on here watching. Did you see that video that I shared out of Natasha and her daughter doing the sign language to Reckless Love?
I saw it. I didn't watch it. I saw it because I was in church. I saw it last night. I guess I don't understand. Like,
that's
you gotta tell me when you post something.
Did you?
No, I didn't. But I mean, sign language is meant to be seen and not heard. So
Exactly.
I was scared that there was going to be volume.
You know
I
what?
didn't know what was going on.
Hey, I recommend whenever you have an opportunity to check that video out. It's powerful. It's actually it's alarming how powerful that is. It's first of all, I enjoy that song. Great song. And then whenever you add that and you can tell that that song really means something to them and they put something else, you know, signing that means something to both of them as well. And it just is like a really cool thing. So go check that out. We posted that yesterday morning on our Facebook page, which is KHEA Radio on Facebook. Right now it's 8:40. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. It is Thursday, November 8th. My son's birthday is tomorrow. So happy early birthday, Kellen. I'm going to throw you another one. A birthday shout out again tomorrow. I can't believe it. He's going to be 6 years old. I don't even look like I'm 6 years old. How do I have a kid that's 6 years old? Doesn't make any sense.
You look like you're 6. You at least look like you're 6.
I don't even look like I'm 6. What are you talking about?
Come on.
We need a poll.
Come on.
We need a poll. Come on.
Do you look at least 6?
No,
that is not a fair
I don't even look
poll.
like I'm 6 years old. I don't even look like, how do I have a son that's 6 and I don't even look like I'm 6 years old? This is crazy.
Okay, I don't know that 6-year-olds can grow facial hair. So
I'm really, this is, okay, you got me.
Okay, but if we said like 35, then I said, yeah, you look 35.
Okay, thank you. That's nice.
35, but you're actually 32.
I am.
Okay.
You had to explain your joke. Whenever you explain your joke, it's like to yourself and you're like the only one laughing.
Worse. What's up, everybody?
Yeah. So go check out our Facebook page. Go check out our YouTube page. We are streaming live on YouTube as well. Yesterday was probably our most successful YouTube stream day in the history of our YouTube. And that was kind of a shock.
5 people were watching on our YouTube, like 5 people during the course of an hour. I mean, we're moving up in the world, guys. We're moving up.
And for us, that's the most we've ever had on YouTube because most people don't know. So every time we mention it, we usually get like a subscription or two to our YouTube channel. If you search KHEA Radio. So I'm expecting another hopping day on our YouTube stream.
We need to get 100 subscribers on our YouTube so that we could be like at KHEA Radio on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right now it's like U7649er, you know, like San Francisco 49ers. And
yeah,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it sounded like you were naming the like a submarine or something.
Right. That's what our YouTube channel basically is.
Yeah. So today we are going to have an awesome show. We have the mayor of Santa Fe, Texas in studio. He just arrived. Ethan's going to go out and greet him, have him set up and ready to go. Then after that, we're going to have Taylor Johnson in studio, who we've had Taylor in before. We had a special afternoon show. He is a comedian. He's not local to here, but he is local to Texas. And so that's good enough for me. He's on his way in right now.
I got some dad jokes ready for Taylor.
Okay.
I'm ready for some dad jokes.
Hey, okay. I was about to ask you to tell one, but you know what? I changed my mind. Please do not tell.
Taylor comes in, and then I'll tell my dad jokes.
Okay.
If you got good dad jokes and you're watching right now, maybe you can put them on there, and then I'll tell them later and steal them as my own.
I will say this. How do you think your jokes went with Taylor last time that he was in? Like, did they fall flat on their face, or did they
was
go
like, dude,
ooh.
I need to have him as my opening act? He did say that, right?
Well, that sets him up. It's like a softball pitch. And
Right.
then like Taylor's like hits it out of the park and everyone's like, okay, that guy's funny. This guy, he's funny looking, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's pretty good when you admit that. Hey, so we just got through our Unshakable Family Conference. That was at Abundant Life. Marco Switt was there last night. I just saw Reggie Batiste joined our stream. Did you see first of all, Marcos, he was like pointing at the front row saying like, hey, your spirit, it's in here. He's like, some of us have more spirit than, others. And he was rubbing his belly and he stuck it out. And then he was like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then he was like pointing at the front row. And that's where Reggie was. And I was like, first of all,
where are you going with this? Are you saying that Reggie is spiritually fed?
That I believe that's what, I don't know if anybody else took it that way, but I was about to defend Reggie's honor. As a fellow Rocket fan, a fellow, just a brother, right? I was like, first of all, Marcos, Reggie's he looks great,
right?
And he is spiritually fed, and he's an awesome person. But Reggie seemed to handle it well, and so I didn't have to go up there and defend him. He can handle himself. It is 8:44. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Guess what? We gave away a motorcycle. Abundant Life and KHEA Radio partnered up, and we did some giveaways. So we gave away a motorcycle to Robert Villarreal, and he is the winner. And it's actually outside this window.
He needs to come pick this up because I'm about to drive off with it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like it's almost like my turn to jump on that thing.
I was talking to him yesterday, and he said, okay, I can see Curt like trying to take selfies on it. And then like if I was holding a fan in front of you, trying to make like your little hair
like
top of your head, like go back behind you.
New motorcycle. Who dis?
Curt actually does that whenever, like if Pastor Tom's like, hey, I need someone to go pick me up from the airport, or Josh Rudolph is like, hey, can you take this car to go do there because I have anything. Anytime somebody asks Curt to drive there or move their car, he puts it on his Snapchat, new car.
Who dis?
Wow. It doesn't matter. And then everyone's like, "Oh, Curt, you got a new truck. Oh, Curt, you got to do that." And he's like, "Oh yeah."
And then I show up. They're like, "Hey, let's go get some food together." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I show up in my Jeep Compass, and they're like, "What happened to your new truck?" I'm like, "Well, I tried it out for a little bit. I didn't really like it, so I went back to my old Jeep Compass." And they're like, "Oh." I'm busy. I gotta go.
It wasn't as reliable as the Compass. Hey, the Compass is going places, man. It's been running pretty smooth since you took it to the shop, right?
Yeah, it's still got the manual windows.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, they can't perform miracles on it.
Listen,
you should have brought it up into the prayer line last night. I went
to go to dinner, and I showed up, and they're like, I was rolling down the window, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's the, manual windows." And when we left, they're like, "Hey, we can't take your car," and I was like, "Why?" Because you have manual windows, and I might hurt myself on your manual windows.
They had like elbow surgery recently.
Yes, I don't know. It was funny. I was like, are you serious?
Wow. Well, you know what, Curt, don't feel bad if you have manual windows.
I need to get the automatic windows.
Next car. If that's
car.
A feature that's important. You're like, you know what? It doesn't have to be reliable. It can break down. It can do this and that. It can look like the worst car ever, but I need automatic windows.
Why wasn't I thinking about automatic windows when I bought this first car?
I can tell you why. You want me to say it on the air?
Because it was the only car that I could afford.
Oh, man. So we are going to have the mayor of Santa Fe, Texas in studio. I'm actually watching him right now as he is holding his phone. Looks like he has some coffee. I don't know if he knows I'm looking at him.
Watching the stream. What's up, Mayor?
Yeah, we have the mayor of Santa Fe in. So if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and start asking them. We're going to get these questions asked. And here's something else. We sent some questions in, but I like what he did. He posted on his Facebook and said, hey, I'm going to be on the radio this morning. Does anybody have any questions that they would like for them to ask and to get to? And there's some good ones.
Yeah, I can't wait. We already have that Facebook ready up and going. So if you are friends with them and you asked questions earlier, we'll have those questions for you. You can also ask them right here as well. So we're going to do that during the 9 o'clock hour.
Yep. Right now it's 8:48. This is Kickstart, KHEA Radio. Ethan, how did it go out there? We got intern Ethan here hanging out. How did it go out there?
It went pretty well. I remembered everything that I needed to say, and that's important.
Oh, yes.
Is he excited?
Yeah, he's super excited. I asked him if he'd ever been on here before because, I'm fairly new. And, he said no, obviously. So I was like, all right, cool. And I pulled the list out.
Do you remember how we met the mayor?
Yeah, we were at Legacy Collision. It was their ribbon cutting, grand opening. They had 2 chambers there. When one is not enough, you need 2 chambers there to do the ribbon cutting. We actually went that day. We missed the ribbon cutting because I would have snuck in the picture. I would have definitely been in there. I probably would have tried to cut the ribbon. And then I also would have sang a song at the end that'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? I need this. I brought a mic. They aren't even using one. I'm like, actually, Ethan, can you hit the track? And then I just start singing something.
You whip it out like Christina Wells and just
man.
The voice.
RESPECT. That's probably what I went to. That's exactly what I went to. And been like, Legacy. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of Legacy Collision, whenever Angie came to your KHEA Junior birthing over there at Peak Performance when Curt went through labor pains, do you know what you did with the gift that they gave you?
It's in your car.
Not anymore. It's in my house, man. I've been driving that thing around. Thanks for that.
I was gonna ask grab it every day. I go I gotta go get that out of the car.
Yes,
and I forget.
Yep.
But we got to get that in here because I got to add it to our collection of gifts.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck getting it back from me. You should have took care of it in the first place. And then, so at 9 o'clock, we're going to have the mayor of Santa Fe in. And then in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to have Taylor Johnson in studio. And Taylor's been with us before.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did a special afternoon session. And so we're going to have him in, maybe telling some jokes, getting ready for a lot of fun stuff. Yeah,
he said he's going to be more prepared this time as far as jokes. So if Curt's like, be funny, man, because that's what happened last time. And he was like, oh, your face. I was cracking up. I don't know what happened, but it was pretty funny to me.
Hey, can we talk about Saturday really fast while we have a bunch of people tuned in, ready to go?
Go for it. You wasted about 8 seconds just now.
Saturday, we are doing a canned food drive at Moore Memorial Public Library. You can come and drop off your canned food for Galveston County Food Bank. If you have some late fees or anything like that that's associated with the library, you can also pay those off while you come. I think one can is worth $10 of late fees. So you can come to the Moore Memorial Public Library, 10 o'clock, drop off canned foods. We're going to be there from 10 to 1. So make sure that you come say hi, bring as many canned food items as you can.
Yeah, we're trying to fill up the Galveston County Food Bank just in time for Thanksgiving to make sure that, people that sometimes are down on their luck or just need some help right now are able to still be fed. This holiday season, Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas is coming up. We're already working on some different things that we can do to make sure we can get some people and kids in our area some gifts and make sure that they are taken care of as much as we can help. So if you have an idea for us or there's something you're working on and maybe we can help promote it or be a part of it, let us know. Reach out to us. You can send us an email, khea@khearadio.com. You can also just message our Facebook page. That's a really easy way to get a hold of us. And we always try and message back immediately because we want to keep our response rate.
Man, it's really so cool to get the badge, the green badge. 98%, 7 minutes.
Even if we just do a thumbs up or okay, let me look at the schedule. Let me do something. You will get a response out of us as soon as we see it. I promise.
I love that we send a thumbs up and they're like, thank you. And then we're like, you're welcome. And they're like, no, thank you.
We're trying to get the last comment.
We're trying to get the last comment. So we go back and forth like that. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we don't really know how those response ratings, when does it stop? Is it after the first message, the second, or the third one? So it's just okay, finally we're just going to be let us say the last word.
Yeah, stop talking. No.
Yeah. Ethan, what are you thinking? You're over there just agreeing with us.
That's all I'm doing, really. I mean,
Ethan has our stuff on his phone, right?
Yeah.
I never see Ethan respond.
I don't either. To anything, really.
Ethan.
Don't look at me like that.
Ethan, we're gonna revoke your rights to the KHEA Radio
Hey,
Facebook
I
page.
comment on some of the videos sometimes.
We need all of the videos all the time,
You need to be just as active as we are.
if not more.
Like people get upset. They're like, "Why are you guys always on your phone?" I'm like, "Well, we get a lot of messages on our Facebook page."
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, hey, check this out. Kelsey Villarreal, that's Robert's wife, said, "Hey, can y'all say hi to Braden and Kylie? They're in the car listening. What's up, guys? Hey, I liked Braden. I believe he had on the Pikachu pajamas. Did you see it was like pajama night last night
No.
at Joy Zone during the Unshakable
Wasn't
family
the
conference?
Villarreals the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
During Heartbreak Hotel as well. I loved their stuff.
You know what? I feel like Robert should have been the wizard, though. You know, like he should have just been like dressed in green and like a big,
That
right?
would have been hilarious. It could have taken it to the next level.
A little bit.
Mm.
Just a
I
little
could have
bit.
been the monkeys,
No, you'd have been one of the Munchkins.
the munchkins.
Easy.
Oh.
No, he would have been the monkeys. He could have eaten a banana, peeled it weird.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. Either one.
Either one.
Yeah. So shout out to the Villarreals and to Braden and Kylie, and hopefully everybody is having a good day. Shout out to everybody listening on 99.5 FM.
If you want shout outs, just say. We'll give you shout outs. It happens. People come up to us all the time and they're like, "Hey, it's my birthday today. Can you tell somebody to shout it out on the radio?" And so we've done that before as well.
Hey, check this out. Stacy said, enjoy listening, which thank you for listening. She said that her and her mom are going to try out Pho Bombi Bistro and Grill tonight because she saw the video and the giveaway that we did.
Make sure that you say you saw it on KHEA Radio. They are a proud partner with KHEA Radio, and we like supporting the local community.
I like looking at the giant bowl that they have on the ceiling. I just want to get up there and see if there's actually soup in it. And if there is, I'm just going to like get like
A
one of those
straw.
big, either a straw or one of those big spoons and just like take a bath. It's like a hot tub. I can't even imagine like sitting in a big bowl of
That
like
bowl
nice
of
steamy
soup,
soup. Oh yeah.
That bowl is bigger than my apartment complex. Oh, actually, it's not.
No, it's not. What does that have to do with anything?
Because it's big. It's
Oh,
huge.
okay. Hey, we're gonna take a quick break right now. It is 8:55. Whenever we come back, we're gonna have the mayor of Santa Fe, Texas. I already see some people in support of Santa Fe saying, "Hey, what's up, Santa Fe strong?" This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Maddie Mullins.
Hey, can somebody share this live video into the Santa Fe talk groups? I'm blocked again. I
Hey.
can't.
Yeah, if anybody does want to share this into the Santa Fe talk groups, it was probably rightfully so, but Curt was kicked out.
Again?
I don't know. I'm not
Every-
taking sides.
every
I'm not
time
taking sides.
I make one post and I get like, "Oh, he made a post again?
Derek.
Oh, get him out of there."
What's up, Derek? Hey, thanks for tuning in. We're talking Santa Fe, Texas today, and
Ready?
we're excited. We got the mayor of Santa Fe in. I've known Derek for a long time. Are you doing good, man? Oh, look, Mrs. Marhoff said she already did.
Woo!
Guess what? Kurt's like,
This is why we like you, Mrs. Meyerhoff.
Oh, Kurt,
This
I had your mic on Ethan levels.
You had it on Ethan level?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey,
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
My name's Gardy.
I'm Simon.
Simon, nice to meet you.
Hey, Simon.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today. We're excited to get you in.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, we were sharing a little bit just how we first met you at Legacy. Yeah, you can move it here. Let me just get that drink over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this out the way. I've knocked so many people's drinks over.
Every day, it just becomes a thing.
So now I think there's
still stains on the carpet
I double and triple
Don't
check
look down at the carpet. You don't want to know what's down there.
Uh-oh.
so we can get you on our camera here. Yeah, we got one camera set up right now, but we're moving towards more. in the
Yeah, we
future.
just
That's what
need
we
to
got.
get more partners
But it's all
to
good.
support KHEA Radio so that we can afford it.
Hey, Legacy Collision's one of our partners. They're really
Excellent.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great company. Real nice.
That's where we met you.
Yes.
What was that Legacy Collision?
Yep.
Yeah, that was I guess they had been open for a little bit, but that was like their ribbon cutting.
Yeah, for the
chambers.
chamber. Yeah, we did the chamber, ribbon cutting, the whole deal. It was great. And I'd met them. They taught me at one of the events we had at the chamber at the Taste of Santa Fe.
Yeah.
And then while I was there, they asked me, so I went and wanted to do the ribbon cutting as well. So I think they're amazing. It's a great business. And Hitchcock's lucky to have them there.
Yeah, definitely. So like the blimp, if you don't know where they are, the blimp base is like right there next to them. And then if you're heading like 2004 towards like Lake Jackson, they're on the left.
And they had to have both the Santa Fe and Hitchcock chambers there because they're just that fantastic.
Yes. It was great to have that because I like having the dual, because it's nice that for somebody to join more than one chamber.
Yeah.
Because all the chambers, I mean, it's not like they're competing with each other, but they do need the help.
Yeah.
And their whole goal is to help support business as well.
That's our whole goal too.
Yeah, we need a KHEA chamber.
We basically are a chamber.
Y'all should put a little link in y'all so they can donate to the cause.
To the chamber, and then we can give them a plaque and do some ribbon cuttings. Yeah, cool. So Curt was this is the one thing on my mind, and so we had asked someone earlier, are you a member of like any of the talk groups that are on Facebook, like this place talks, that place talks, like
almost all of them I'm a member of.
Have you ever been like, so you're not kicked out of any of them or banned?
No, sir.
Okay, we can't say the same about everybody in this room.
Every day I get kicked out of the Talk of Santa Fe group. Somebody kicks me out, I get let back in, I get excited, I post something, I get kicked back out. And it's never like, I read some of this stuff, I'm like, that person's not kicked out and I'm kicked out. It's the worst.
I see it both ways. I'm like, yeah, Curt, I understand. You probably got on someone's nerves and you got kicked out. But so we had asked and somebody said they shared it in. So Curt weaseled his way back in one way or another. This video has been shared into
careful, they might
the
kick
talk
you
group.
out.
No, I love all the talk groups. I think that it's a great place for communities to kind of share their experiences.
Definitely.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes ridiculous, but either way, it gets people talking.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the whole point.
Miss Meyerhoff said, Curt, move to Santa Fe, then you can stay in the group.
That's fair.
That is also fair.
You live in Texas City.
I live in Texas City.
But we love this part. Okay, so even where we're at and just our like Santa Fe in general, it's like, the cities are just, it's a mixture of Galveston County is just like all these cities like Hitchcock,
yes,
Santa Fe, and then to Galveston's right there. It's easy just to get around and you pass through all these different places. So it's pretty neat to see.
It's a great community. I mean, we live on the coast, Of course, we deal with hurricanes, but the fun part about it is we do live on the coast. And it's nice to be able to, drive 20 minutes to be in Galveston or drive 30 minutes in downtown Houston. So Santa Fe is kind of like the little gym in the middle of all of it with all the crazy busyness, because I know League City grew so fast. And there used to be cow fields out there. Now League City's got over 100,000 people.
Wow.
And so, and we're taking an active approach now, even with the city. We're trying to, plan ahead of what the growth is coming versus trying to be reactive. We're trying to be more proactive, which is, and we're looking at League City and other cities who have this explosion of growth and are always trying to play catch up. And so we're trying to do reverse that, try to stay ahead of the curve.
How many people live in Santa Fe?
Okay, in the city limits, we're a little over 13,300 people. But then if you count the community, because you have the unincorporated area, we're close to 25,000 people total. Cool. And I mean, we have an ETJ, our zone for that is huge. So half of our city's in the city limits, the other half technically isn't in the city limits.
Okay. So what is it? You said ETJ?
Yeah, like a trade zone. It's our trading area for so I mean, another city, you can expand your city up to the borders. And so back in the early days, a lot of the cities were fighting over who got to control what area. So they were constantly annex. And so Santa Fe went around, they pretty much went 646 south, went north 646 and went all the way to the edge. So that way we wouldn't get taken over by like Dickinson or Hitchcock. Because Hitchcock was trying to take over Santa Fe years ago. And actually 40 years ago, this is our 40th anniversary. So Santa Fe is one of the youngest cities around.
40 years old?
We're 40 years old and we look good for 40.
Oh, for sure. That's cool.
We have our Heritage Festival actually this weekend. So
what is it?
Heritage Festival.
Where's that at?
At Rungy Park. It's going to be, I think he has it pulled up right there. There it is. Yeah. Heritage Festival.
Cool. On top of it.
You're getting it, aren't you?
He is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great event. It's gonna be a 2-day event. We have live music. Junior Gordon's gonna be playing. We have a lot of vendors gonna be out there, and it's gonna be great for the whole community. We have barrel racing, a little Old Smoky cook-off.
Okay.
We're gonna have. Yeah, and then cornhole tournament. We're raising money for Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. Cool. So Manny Jordan's gonna be running a tournament out there. Somebody wants to come show off their skills. They can go play some games. But I'll invite you guys out too if y'all want to make it out there.
Right now we have about a minute left, and then after that we're probably gonna go on our FM as well, and a couple things. But we still have a minute. We can kind of review everything we talked about on the FM. But So we went to a place the other day in Santa Fe that people had told us to go to eat called Lorenzo's,
Okay.
and it was delicious. But and then I said that to say this. Joe Perez from Texas Chronicle said, good morning, Mayor. Tell me some of your favorite places to eat in Santa Fe.
For me?
Yeah.
All right. Of course, I'm biased. I used to own Red Cap Restaurant, so I was a restaurant owner for over 12 years.
Cool.
So I enjoy going to C&D Burger. I ate at Red Dirt and Blue Jeans the other day. It was excellent food. Of course, we have all the El Valle.
Love this place.
Cats Barbecue. Yeah. I like it. There you go. Plug them. Cats, Doric's. I mean, everything's great in Santa Fe.
Cool.
We're very blessed to have so many local businesses and small owned businesses. So it's not like we have a lot of chain restaurants.
We got 8 seconds. You ready? Everybody good? All right.
Good. I got a bunch of questions.
Cool. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I am Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have the mayor of Santa Fe, Texas. We have Mayor Jason in studio. Good morning, Mayor. How's it going?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good. Thank you for joining us today. We were talking a little bit, before we went on air just now about how we met you at a chamber, a ribbon cutting at Legacy Collision. And that was the first time we had the opportunity to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Kurt's mom was there. And that was probably.
Oh yeah, you met my. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's all I can say.
Oh,
Kurt is his mom. We discovered, but I think she had the opportunity to talk to you for a little bit, and we got to talk to you and meet you. And
that did happen because my mom talked to you. We were able to talk to you.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, I met the mayor of Santa Fe. You got to come and meet him." We're like, "Okay, wow, thank you." We didn't even know that you were there. We didn't know. We hadn't seen you yet, but. Yeah, we are glad that we got to meet you, and thank you for coming in.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Thank you for having me.
Cool. So, Kurt, we have some questions. We have some people watching on our Facebook stream, so feel free to share this out. Share this in any Santa Fe groups, or if you have any questions, let us know.
I think earlier on the over the Facebook page, we were talking about this, and so I kind of want to stay on this track a little bit. This question actually comes from Angie Butler. She said, "How can we keep Santa Fe a small town and still grow economically?"
The problem is going to be no matter what, we're going to be growing. Because if you look at our surrounding cities around us, they're already almost maxed out. So with our growth, I want to do a controlled growth in the city. We already have a master plan work on for the utilities plan. To bring in money, it's going to have to take businesses. And of course, our community wants businesses. We want more places to shop, more restaurants. Of course, we want as much as possible because our budget, about 40% of our budget is from sales tax dollars. So the more sales tax you bring in, we can lower our tax rate. That way, the homeowners will get a little relief. That's
cool. I guess something that you had mentioned before is like the small, locally owned businesses, and that can kind of help with, hey, you got the small town feel, but it's still growing economically. So there's more places, shop local, eat local, support your community, and that's one way that you can, ensure growth and still get that same feeling like, hey, I'm going to this restaurant. We went to Lorenzo's, and he's like, hey, we've been here for, I don't know, like 30, 40 years. And I was like, we had never been, but it was the owner's son and all that. And it's like, you're actually helping somebody that is, like, hey, you went to school with their kids, or I don't know, but it's a pretty cool thing, that small town.
It is great because those small businesses are the ones who donate to the sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who actually give money, because the big corporations, they're very hard, to actually ask for donations. You have to jump through hoops, and they usually don't ever, give anything. So our small business is who supports our chamber. They're the ones who support all the local teams. Like I said, myself, I sponsor a lot. We donate quite a bit.
That's cool.
And it's just a great time to live in. It's beautiful.
Did you grow up in Santa Fe or grow up close to here?
I grew up in Texas City originally, and then I moved to Santa Fe when I was in 7th grade, and then I graduated from Santa Fe. I was class of 98.
Cool.
And then I started my company when I was 20 years old there, and I've been in business for over 18 years now.
What company is it?
Yeah, well, my very first one, I'm going to bring back some old memories now. I started JT Audio and Wireless. I used to do car stereo systems with the loudspeakers and TVs, and I was a master installer, and I did that for a good 7 years, I guess. And from there, I bought real estate up. I built my first shopping centers. I own a lot of commercial properties around town. And then I bought the restaurant in 2004. And I recently got bought out about 2 years ago. So I had the Red Cap restaurant for over 12 years. And it was a blessing. but my wife was kind of happy that we were able to, we sold out. I know the community kind of, still talks about, we wish just owned it, but it was a great experience. I think it matured me in business, but man, 12 years of working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
It's like working 20 years anywhere else. It's a lot of work.
Wow.
And that's kind of what we've seen. Gardy and I, we love focusing on small business, mom and pop shops. That's kind of our forte. And we've seen that. We've seen like Bonnie's Donuts and stuff like that, that they literally sit there and work 7 days a week. And it's hard. It's a lot harder than, hey, let me go hire a manager. I can go sit at home and make money still. You can't do that with mom and pop.
No, you can't. It's your baby. You got it. If you don't take care of your business, well, the business is going to take care of itself. It means it'll go out of business.
Yeah. So we have some questions, some places chiming in. So the Boudin Barn. Have you been to the Boudin Barn yet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's really good, huh?
Yes, very good. They make these little wonton boudin. So I never thought, I like the texture of the wonton. They stuff it boudin. And it's almost like a little Chinese wonton. Yeah. And they deep fry it, and it's excellent.
I like their breakfast. They have these breakfast sandwiches, or they make sandwiches and they take a boudin ball and pop it on there, squeeze it together. It's okay. We went and did wakeboarding, and I say Kurt went and did wakeboarding over and over and just fell.
Eating boudin before you go wakeboarding, by the way.
Not a smart thing.
Well, but it was worth it.
It's so big. It's like a huge sandwich, and like, of course we finished it all because we're pigs, right?
All right. Hey.
It happens. I can't stop. Hey, what else we have going on, Kurt?
Jennifer Meyerhoff said maybe Santa Fe and the mayor can host a seminar on what it takes to start a business in Santa Fe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything like that?
Yeah, actually, I did last year. I do leads. It's a leadership they do in Tech City every year, and they take the high school kids, I think about sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And I've been doing the business side of it for a couple of years now. And last year I did I only had 1 hour with the group, and so we had different two full classes, and they had to build a business in 1 hour.
Wow.
So
new idea, everything.
Yeah. So what I did was I took a whole room of people. I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just divided them up. Didn't let them sit with their friends. Just totally, and says, all right, y'all got 5 minutes. Pick a president, pick a treasurer. And they did that. And I gave them some papers. They had to draw up their floor plan. They had to present their business in front of the class. So they pretty much had 30 minutes to build their business. And then and it was really good to see the creativity with these kids. And when I first signed up for it, they told me, oh, Jason, we'll probably about 20 kids signed up. I had the second largest group there. I had over 90 kids signed up for it. It was excellent. And then the other leads I did, I went there and we did a quick, I did the ugly truth of business. And I pretty much told the kids, I had them all stand up. It was like same thing. It was like a little 5-minute, they were doing rotations. And so I had all the kids stand up. And I said, all right. I said, you. And I said, all y'all sit down. And so there's 60 kids there. And the 3 of them standing up, 3 or 4 left. I said, all right, all you guys fail in business. Those are who's left after 1 year. The next one, sit down. That's year 2. There's year 3. There's year 4.
Wow.
And just show them the ugly truth, because that's really what happens. Most businesses go under in the first year. It's very hard.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, we're coming up on our year at the end of this month. So
sweating
it. We're right. Every day it's like, when are we shutting down? When are we closing the door? When did they take us off the air? Not today, Satan.
Hopefully.
What? So I got a couple questions. We're going to stay on business. I think it's interesting for us to talk business, because business is the foundation of any city.
Yes.
One of them is from Mike Kramer, who asked us actually on your own Facebook page here. Said, any exciting new businesses coming into town? Too many vacant properties here. And kind of along the same lines, Renee said, can you tell us if any industry or businesses are planning to come to Santa Fe? Anything exciting?
We're hoping, man, fingers crossed, HEB is going to do their either build a new store or expand. We're still in negotiations with them. I'm trying to get them to kind of go past that.
Yeah.
We have an apartment complex supposed to be coming to town. It's going to be right next to where the Domino's Pizza is on North 646 and 7064. I think it's going to be 360 units. They are not income based, so they're going to be the full rent price. So that way it's a investment group coming in from Houston. And so they're going to spend millions of dollars on that piece of property. It's like 18-acre development.
Wow.
And so we're expecting them, 360 apartments, that's another 1,000 people will be in our town. And so I'm hoping that they do commit to it. We can put the sign out. That's almost going to anchor for new business to come in. I know we've been shopping a coffee. I heard a coffee shop might be coming to town. They already have a location they're looking at. So I'm hoping that goes through.
Do you know the name of it?
Art of Coffee?
It's going to be actually a small business coffee. I think somebody's going to start their own. It's not going
to be a brand new
Yeah,
one.
it's not going to be. Starbucks won't come. We tried and we worked with them. But we're not gonna give up on them. It's just right now we're not on the radar yet.
What are some reasons why, like, if somebody is looking to expand a business or like even start a small business, what makes Santa Fe a good location, like a good spot to start up?
Our people are faithful and loyal, and they shop local.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of communities don't have that, and we have a very strong bond with our community, and they love to help support local. Like this year, every month I get a report in from the sales tax, and every month this year broke the record for the previous 39 years. So this year has been the highest sales tax collection ever. Every month.
Yeah,
it's consistently growing.
Why is that?
People are shopping local. I mean, Sloan Lumber's is a large company, and he's been selling a lot of wood because of all the construction, of course, the grocery stores, and everybody just loves the small town feel.
What other small grocery stores? Isn't there?
We have two grocery. We have HEB and we have Arlen's.
Arlen's, okay.
I was gonna say, why the sales tax is so high? It's because I'm buying you all that pizza from Lorenzo's. We went into Lorenzo's the other day. And Gardy was like, "Hey, can I see your wallet?" And I was like,
"He was
sure."
on the phone. He was on the phone, like talk. I don't know about
something. I was like,
something.
"Sure, here's my wallet." And then he's
thanks.
like, "Oh, thanks," and paid for the. I was like, "What did you just do?"
Lorenzo's great. It's the. I always tell people don't ask how many calories in it because you probably wouldn't want to know.
Well, we got the party one. I was like, first of all, if there's a size called like party time, that sounds like it's my style.
Oh, definitely.
And I was trying to we had like 5 or no 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 4 people with us, and I was like, oh, we need just to be sure. So we got the big one. There was no pizza left.
We waited until we couldn't even make it into the car. We sat in the parking lot. There's like that all those shops, and we just sat there and ate. Nice. I think there still might be some like ingredients like sitting in the parking lot, or they might have a few more birds in their parking lot because of us.
Actually, whenever I drove back and ate all the toppings off the floor, whenever I dropped you guys off, I was just like, nope, not today.
Gardy walked back in. He goes, he walked back in with the pizza box, because we were looking for the trash. He goes, so do you do refills? Free refills?
Fill me back up.
Fill me back up.
So, hey, this is my buddy Derek Land.
Okay.
And he said, from being a businessman in Santa Fe to being the mayor, looking from both sides, what is the future of Santa Fe?
The future? Oh man, we have a bright future. I'm excited to be the mayor. I'm glad that I was voted in. I live in such an amazing community, and I see us being the next big thing. We're growing whether we want to or not.
Right.
But the whole point is, I think it's really focused on the controlled growth. We have the most available land. I think Hitchcock's got more land than we do, but we are the second largest area that can grow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Land prices are very high. I guess new numbers in our average income went up, so we're very fortunate.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it's close to $90,000 per household,
mm-hmm.
which is one of the highest in the county.
I've seen people that maybe did live in League City, like in neighborhoods, who lived in other places, decide that, hey, I want a little piece of land, and where's land available? Like in Santa Fe, you can get a good spot, and maybe they're going to build a house, and they just say, I just want a little bit of a place, a spot right now. And I've seen like 3 people that I know just personally in my lives make that decision in the past like three years or so, and it's kind of neat to see. Also, what's that place, Curt? I think Chef Mary Bass told us about it, where you can just it's like an honor system. If you want dairy, you can I think it's in Santa Fe. You just show up. It's like a barn or something, and then you can just get milk.
It's a milk place. Oh my god,
it's like raw milk.
Yes,
we need to go to that place. And then who was it? Somebody
Health Weight Dairy, I believe it's called.
Yeah, that sounds right. Man, we need to. Have you ever been to that place?
No, I have not been. Well, I've been there to see it. I have not. I need to go get some milk from there though.
Yeah.
People love it. They said they drink the milk because I guess it helps with your allergies. And I've heard people with their kids that couldn't even have milk, they were getting sick all the time. They switched them over to the dairy, and they said the kids are
because it's straight from the cow.
Yes.
It's a raw milk.
You don't get any better than that. And I think they have Ken's hens eggs as well. So we have local eggs, we have local milk there. I think they have honey there as well. So, and I'm not too sure what else they have. But I know they've been constantly doing more and more. Some days they have plenty of milk, and some days they're out before lunch.
The best part's it's honor system, and I feel like that is like a Santa Fe, because you can't do that in other places. Can you imagine in Houston? It's just leave the money. There's no cameras. There's no nothing. Nobody's. It's just hey, you being an honorable person and taking care of your own. Your people,
yes,
your neighbors, and your community.
And that tells you that's big Santa Fe right there. Just saying that. We love our community. That's how everybody is there.
That's cool. Curt, any more questions? We got to see Chef Mary Bass has some input here.
Yeah, she said Lorenzo sent pizza to the high school while we were setting up the counseling rooms for free. Great local pizza spot.
Awesome.
And I did have a quick question, and this is kind of, again, along the lines that we've been talking about. This came from Teddy Pruitt. Says, what are the benefits of a small town over larger cities? Santa Fe in particular. Pretty obvious to most of us that we have already made the choice, but perhaps a good reminder.
It's a place where you know everybody. You can go, you drive down the street, everybody's gonna wave at you. Nobody just they're not mean. Everybody's happy there. They're always constantly greeting you. You walk to a small business, like go to Galco, and you say, hey, you give them a part that you don't even know what the name of it is. You go, I need this, and they always have it on the shelf. They find a way to fix it. Everybody's just helpful. I mean, you break down the side of the road. It was a big town. Everybody's gonna keep driving by and going with their day like it's no big deal. Santa Fe, no, we're going to stop. We're going to help each other out.
Yeah. And if you get stuck in the mud, I feel like it would be a fight. Like, no, I'm going to help them out. I'm going to help them out. Everybody's like, no, that's fun. I'm going to do it.
We definitely have some good old boys around town with some big trucks, and they love to show it off and get muddy. So
yeah, that's cool. Man, so right now we're talking to the mayor of Santa Fe, Texas. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's 9:18. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. If you have any input or something you want to say, now's your time.
Yes, we do have a couple of questions that keep coming in. I want to go to talk to you, kind of changing a little bit of the subject, but not really. Is we asked this question that we sent to you last night, kind of about unity in the community, and over the last couple of, I guess, probably a year or so, there's been a divide that's kind of happened in just this local area. How do you, as mayor, kind of try to keep that unity going? In
a divide as far as like just in politics, or just like people's
in general,
ideas?
I guess, just in general. How do you, as mayor, keep unity together?
Man, it's a tough question.
I don't even understand the question personally. That's what I was saying.
Well, since you have Hurricane Harvey that we just had the 1 year anniversary, and then you have, of course, what happened, the tragedy that happened at the high school, and so, but we prayed together. Santa Fe is a very religious community, and so I think God has kept us together in unity.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I wanted to go a little bit. Was we saw on the national level when an incident took place, that it even divided the community even more, and we had an incident that took place in Santa Fe, and it was intriguing for me as somebody looking into that community. There wasn't that divide. There was people who were saying, we're not going to be divided. We're not going to let the national media separate us. What was that like as mayor to kind of see that take place?
It was amazing. I'm glad that we showed the world how we were different. We had a lot of prayers. I went to the school. We did a huge prayer up there. They had, it was amazing. Just like, I think 3 or 4 days after we were on a football field, and they had every pastor in town came together, and they all did like a little 10-minute speech or sermon. And it was just great to see the stands full of people. We had a few thousand people out there. That just kind of shows you the power of the community and how they come together. I mean, I always say once an Indian, always an Indian, because, even people who, people have left Santa Fe and moved all over the world, but they still are proud to say they're from Santa Fe.
Yeah. Yeah. We were definitely trying to see like anything that we could do and help and be a part of. And we still, we love every part of this, Galveston County. That's who we are. And we try and take care of Galveston County as much as we can, whether it's promoting business or helping nonprofits. Chef Mary Bass and Chef's Table Charities kind of came up, earlier this year around that time, and anything that they have tried to help, Santa Fe, the high school, and like the counseling rooms, like she was mentioning, we always try and help spread awareness any way that we can, just because, hey, we love Santa Fe.
We love supporting local businesses. And one of the things that we asked outside of Facebook was, what was some of the restaurants that you're going to just name some that maybe you are like, hey, these are the places that I like visiting.
I go to every restaurant in town, so they're all great. Like I said, Dorks has a great lunch. I was just there.
What kind of food is that?
It's a butcher shop, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. You guys want to get something? You want to get you a good steak? You want to get you a steak? You walk in. You just go to the local butcher shop. It's nice to have that. We have Pooks, of course. They'll be opening up pretty soon with their crawfish. I think they're starting January, and that's a very large, place to go to. Excellent crawfish. Of course, pizza. My kids love pizza, so we shop every pizza place in town.
Mhm.
I think my kids, they had pizza last night from Little Caesars, so
Mhm.
and Little Caesars just opened up recently as well.
Oh, I saw that. It's in the strip over there. Was there a barber school, or there's like a gas station or something? It's on a corner, isn't it?
No, that one's, you're thinking Domino's. Little Caesars is right next to the fire station on Highway 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's an
cool,
empty
cool.
strips right now because they'll be filling it up pretty soon. They just
Awesome.
built it.
Hey, going from, you started as a business owner. You kind of talked about that. What made you want to make that switch where you're like, you know what? I think I may want to be the mayor, or like, where'd that passion come from?
I kind of always knew I wanted to help my community and give back. And after Hurricane Harvey, and I saw our city struggling,
Mhm.
and I saw the lack of leadership in the town, I finally said, you know what? It's time to go and run for office. And I did. I made that commitment, and I was elected, like I said, in May 5th was election day, and I got sworn in on the 24th of May. So it's been,
Wow.
I've only been in office over 5 months now. It's been a crazy time, of course.
Yeah.
Like I kind of got, dropped just thrown in the middle of it, especially with the tragedy that happened. So it was like trying to focus on all that for the first few months. But now I'm actually enjoying the fact that I can be mayor now and do mayor things, which is a lot. It's a lot of work. It has a big, I get a huge paycheck, $0.
Yeah.
So I'm still am a business owner because I have to be, because
Right.
my house, I'm gonna pay my bills. So luckily I partnered with my mom after I sold my restaurant, and I own DW Florals and Gifts, and we partnered together. And it's beautiful getting to work with my mom. And
That's
we
cool.
have amazing business, and she does a great job.
Man, we need to go check out your business.
We need a list, apparently, like even the ones that you have sold and all that stuff. Like I want to go and they need like how they have like tasting tours.
Uh-huh.
They need to make,
I still own a lot of property. I do investments. I own Teber Investments. So we flip houses. We have rent houses. I have commercial properties. I still own the restaurant building. I might not own the name anymore.
yeah.
But I still, and that was kind of the gift that keeps giving. When you invest in properties, then you get rent checks. I get mailbox money, which is kind of nice.
And then you can still be able to have time to do everything, like all the duties that it takes to be a mayor, because you don't get paid anything.
I get hugs from my community, and
that's enough, right?
That's more than enough. I look at it this way, being in business for over 18 years, my community was always there. They supported every one of my companies. They've always done so much for me. And to me, I say, how else can I give back than being the role I can play and do what I can for my community? And I think as mayor, I can get a lot of things done that the community's been asking for a long time.
Would you say, I guess, your journey in business, did any of those like instances or just like the journey prepare you to be the mayor? Like, is there things that you learned?
Definitely, yes. Because even from my first business, I didn't make any money really doing, installing speakers and stuff like that with JT Audio. But to me, it was like another step. I matured because I was only 20 years old, working for myself already. I'm thinking, man, the worst case that happened, if I go out of business, I'll go get a regular job. Instead, I made it. It's nice to say, man, 18 years later, like, man, I made it. I really made it through business, and it's been tough. I promise you, it wasn't easy. I always tell people, and everybody's like, "Oh, you succeeded." I go, "Yeah." Well, you don't hear about how many times I failed behind the scenes, and I call it, it's like it's a school of hard knocks. You always got to pay your dues, no matter what. And I paid some dues for that.
Chef Mary Bass said, like, man, you could work one day, work 18 hours, and make like a penny. Literally, like, man, I made a penny today because of that.
Oh, my first 2 years in business, I think I worked 362 days a year for 2 years straight, averaging 16 hours a day. Didn't make a single penny. I quit my job with the plants, got rid of my apartment, slept on my ex-father-in-law's couch, and I got rid of I had a brand new sports car, got rid of it. I drove an old, nasty 1988, I think, Thunderbird. We call it the Thunder Chicken. It was like I paid cash for this car, right? I got rid of everything I had. I bought the car for $800 in cash, and I was able to buy that car, and I drove that car. I duct taped the headlight on, everything, because I really went all in. I took everything I had, every penny I had, and I put it all on the line.
Just out of curiosity, did the Thunder Chicken at least have like the best sound system?
Oh no, did not.
You're like saving that for the other stuff.
The secret in business is to be very conservative, because you don't know when your next. You could people go out of business by mismanaging their money. So my whole point was always to save as much as I possibly could and reinvest in myself, and I've been doing it, and it's paid off, like I said. And if I'm going from the audio business I built my first shopping center in 2001. I was 21 years old. I still own it today. It's on Highway 6. There's a few businesses there. So I've got to see help other businesses, because me having the real estate, I was able to help these guys out open up I've helped them through. I've helped some people do business for many years. And it's a blessing to see our community flourish from it.
Cool.
That's awesome. We got a couple quick questions. Okay. We're gonna change it up a little bit. A lot of people want to know, what's in the works for the youth. But the one question I got to find it here is from David. David said, any word on the grant for the ditches and the Cloud Bayou?
We'll find it end of this month. It looks favorable, so I'm fingers crossed, guys. I really want to get it. I kind of shared that, and the cool thing is when I was looking for that grant, I found money that was at the state level that the city is getting back. It was like close to $1.4 million we're also getting for other improvements. So we're going to be doing some more projects as well. We're getting those lined out. I think $400,000 is going to help out with the water district with some projects they need, and then the other $900,000 we're going. Council's going to have to vote and see how they want to spend that money. So I'm very excited for that.
Cool.
But for the grant for Cloud Bayou, what starts is we have to apply through the city to get the grant because the county's not allowed to apply for it, and neither is drainage DD1. So what I did is I partnered with DD1 and with the county, and so the city had to get the ball rolling by applying for the grant. Even though it's going to help Santa Fe itself, it's going to help in our city, but it's also going to help so many more people outside the city that it's nerve wracking to see that they get flooded, over 4 or 5 inches of rain. And so hopefully with this grant coming through, and we're going to work with DD1 and we're going to run this big project. I think they have 13 acres. They're going to put a detention pond, kind of tie it off of it. We're going to expand the ditch. We're going to dig it out deeper and make it wider. So I think it's going to be great for everybody.
That's awesome. Hey, earlier you said something about Santa Fe beautification or something like that. Is there like an initiative going on, or can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So come to find out, we had this Keep Santa Fe Beautiful that they did a project years ago. I think they did an old sand pit. They went and cleaned it all out. So they had to start a nonprofit through the city because the city has their own Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. It's part of Keep Texas Beautiful. And so all the cities can pay into it. So, they did it. They finished their project, and then they kind of stuck it in a file and put it away, and and they quit. And then it kind of died out.
Yeah.
Well, then Mandy Jordan came, and I kind of recruited her. So, and she's doing an amazing job. She kind of dusted off the file. They pulled out. I had floppy disk in there. And she goes, I don't think she still has found a computer that she can even get what's off that floppy disk. So it's hilarious. But so with the tragedy that happened, we had 8 Days of Hope came to town, and luckily Mandy was able to revive Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. We got it passed in this budget that the city, our council voted to give us some more seed money to kind of get it back going. And they've already done the park behind City Hall. They did stage 1 already. So we do need money, guys. So if y'all want to donate to Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, we definitely need the money so we can help finish that park. We're going to make it to a therapeutic garden right
That's
behind
awesome.
City Hall.
That's a great idea. So here's Kathy Olson. She has a question.
Okay.
She said, you know what Santa Fe needs? She said, when are we going to get a restaurant, like maybe a steak, like a good steak restaurant? I don't know.
We're probably about a year away from that. So it's going to take some time because you have to look at demographics. When Santa Fe, opens up their day, it's hard for businesses because most people live out. They live in our community. We're a bedroom community, but they all work somewhere else. So our largest employer in town is a school. And so we don't have any big companies so it's hard to attract some of those larger restaurants because they won't make the income off of it. They support it.
But you did mention there is like the meat market where you can make your own, get a nice cut of meat and do it yourself.
They make an excellent steak sandwich for lunch. You go by there.
Oh, wow.
It's worth the $10 or $11 it costs, but it's worth every penny.
We'll have to go. We love food. We probably talk about food probably at least once a day.
Once a day? I think we were talking about 20 times already. Oh, is it because you have your taco sitting there?
Yeah, we are.
Why?
We have a taco group. So if you have tacos, you can post in our Talk of Taco group.
When Curt got kicked out of Talk of Santa Fe, we had to kind of make our own, where the only rule is there are no rules, and we encourage pictures of tacos.
Man.
It's great. We get tacos from all over. Is there a good taco place in Santa Fe?
Actually, I just had breakfast tacos this morning. Was it El Valle? Yeah.
El Valle?
Excellent tacos. They have a surprise burrito. It's like $4 for this big, huge burrito.
Jason, we need to get you in the Talk of Taco group so that you can post the pictures of the taco in the Talk of Taco group.
Yeah.
I eat tacos all the time, so I don't wait until this Tuesday. So,
well, here's the best thing about tacos is usually it's like the last 2 bites and it's like, oh yeah, people are like, they're so good. Once a taco hits in front of you, just like start eating it. It's like, oh yeah, I could post this picture in Talk of Taco. Let's see, we got some other comments. So here's some people. David said, Busy Bee, Sherry's, JT Audio, some of the best times in Santa Fe.
Yes.
Just, I guess, talking about Just like
there's an old business aren't there anymore. Yeah, Sherry's when Valero expanded their business, they owned the property where Sherry's was. So they tore the building down and made it a gas station. So that used to be the hangout place that everybody went to for breakfast. It was she did a great business there.
Hey, here's a question. So we have a good friend. He goes by the name of Chevy Chavaria.
I think they know each other, or so I've heard.
We grew up on he was my neighbor. He lived across the street from me. Yes, Robert. He's excellent.
I think there was a story growing up where maybe some like, you know, backyard fights took place.
Hey, well, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, but I was talking to Chevy yesterday. I talk to him all the time. He's a good guy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know Jason. Like we grew up on the same street or whatever."
Across the street, we live across the street from each other. Yes, way down into Power Road.
So who won?
I'm not gonna bring up those. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Oh, it's funny. Right now it's 9:33. This is KHEARadio.com. You're listening to 99.5 FM. You can hang out with us every weekday. We start streaming here on Facebook and on YouTube, and start our program on the FM at 8:30 every weekday. This is our program called Kickstart.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, if you have a local business in Santa Fe, if you have any organizations that you have in the community, we love focusing on local places, mom and pop shops. Give us a message on Facebook. Give us a call, 346-704-1806. We'd love to promote what you're doing in the community. This goes back to a discussion that was happening earlier on. We just are finally getting to this, and we've had a bunch of people in our community that our community has that have livestock, and I think that's maybe an issue that's going around in Santa Fe. Can you talk a little bit about the rezoning of livestock and having that a part of it?
I don't think so much issues. I mean, we have certain. If you live in the city limits, you have to have a certain amount of yard in order to have, you know, any type of
which
animals.
makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't have. Oh, well, yeah. I wouldn't have a horse in my my tiny yard or something like that.
I want a horse though in my apartment. Come on.
It's actually cool because, you know, a lot of small towns. I did a talk. I think what was it Monday? I was in League City at a school talking about Santa Fe, and all these kids were asking me so many questions, and you know they don't see horses and stuff in League City. So I was telling them, I was like, yeah, Santa Fe, they still ride their horses, and of course the kids all really it's so awesome. Like, yeah, your neighbors can have chickens, you have cows, you know, you can still see tractors driving on the road around our community. So it's just great.
One of our good friends, Angie Butler, actually has chickens.
I know, and I asked her, I was like, well, you have like a ranch or a farm? She was like, no, I just live in Santa Fe. Like I'm like,
normal. Yes.
So she brought us like a couple dozen eggs, and they're so good. Like I'm like, that's cool.
The eggs still have like the feathers in them, and I'm like, this is great.
Oh man, yeah, it's great to have that. I mean, once you have a homegrown egg, you know, from that, it's hard to go back to store-bought eggs because the flavor is so much better and so much it's healthier for you. And even the yolk is like a dark yellow, and just the flavor, like I said, once you have it, y'all know fresh yard eggs are the best way to go.
Mm-hmm. So our friend Amanda Perez, she grew up in Santa Fe and graduated from Santa Fe High School, now she works in Santa Fe. She said our gym I work at has been around for 30 years. She said, I think it used to be called Dana's, and now it's called Santa Fe Sports. And she was saying, hey, everybody, come sign up your kids for some gymnastics classes. I see her. She'll post some videos from there, and it's pretty cool. But that's a local Santa Fe gym and gymnastics studio. I guess has been there for a long time. Pretty cool.
Are there a lot of businesses that have been there for 30-some years? Because Lorenzo's has been like 30-some.
Oh man, Galco Hardware's been there for as long as I can remember. Lorenzo's, C&D Burger, which is my rec cap. It was 44 years old already. So it's been there long before the city was incorporated. You have HEB's been there for over 20 years. Let me think else. El Valle's been there for years.
That's the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
we got that. Okay.
Dorix, of course, has been there for a long time. I imagine he's got to be over 40 years now. They've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm trying to think. I guess
the city's only been there for 40, incorporated for
40 years old. Yes, this year.
I don't even understand. I mean, they need to pop up a new city somewhere so I can follow how that happens. Like, oh, now we're a city.
Now we're a city. Usually it's unincorporated until.
Yes, exactly. What happened was 40 years ago they were having some. Hitchcock was trying to come take over Santa Fe because some people, if you look on the map, you can see there's like 100-foot wide stretch that they were going around the city, trying to circle Santa Fe before it was Santa Fe, because Santa Fe used to be 3 small communities. It was Algoa, Arcadia, and Alta Loma. And so, but the thing about the 3 different communities is none of them really got along with each other.
Yeah.
And so you had to get 2 out of the 3 that agreed to come together to incorporate the city.
Wow.
So Mr. Autry actually, he passed away December. He kind of chaired the corporation. All these guys, had a great vision for the city.
Okay, so we have a couple things. So John asked if you can maybe tell and share about the Resiliency Center and all the great work that they are doing.
Oh, definitely. Let me see.
And then here's another thing that I'll touch on before we get to that. So this is Robert said, I'm just a customer and don't have any business interest in this, but he was talking about the Santa Fe Soap Factory, which we had stopped in before, and we actually met, I guess, okay, so the owner's daughter, she runs it day-to-day, and their family own it. And so we met her husband, who is, obviously helping run it as well. And he's taking classes at college in the mainland. And he invited us to come speak to his class where they were taking a, what was that class? It was like a psychology course or something.
Class, yeah.
And we got to go speak to the class at college in the mainland. And that was all because of Santa Fe Soap Factory. So shout out to them as well. We stopped in. Everything smells so good in there.
I need to go back to get stuff for my beard.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, the beard soap or wax or
yes. I found out like yesterday was the first time I ever put some stuff in my beard when we were getting my hair cut. I liked it. I was like, ooh. I kept touching it. I'm like, what is this?
It's such a nice, because they make the soap right there. And it's really, really cool. They'll walk in somewhere, they have gift baskets, and they're great. They're great people.
Yeah. And so can you share with us a little bit about the Resiliency Center? Because I'm not sure what that is.
Okay. So of course, since the tragedy that happened in Santa Fe, we did a Resiliency Center. So the city took that on as our baby. We want to make sure it's done. And my goal was to do it and do it right the first time. Right now, it's at Aldersgate Church. Carol Gaylord is the director of it. She has events going all the time. Y'all can go to the her Facebook page, and I'm sure you can pop her up on there. And so, with the tragedy, it's our way of healing our community. So it's a free place to go. It's free for anybody to go to. We have counselors there. You can set appointments up. They do group meetings. They have teen talk, parent talks. They have events. And it's just another way for our community to continue to heal. It's going to be open for, I'm expecting 3 years plus.
Wow.
It's going to be open as long as it needs to be open.
Yeah.
Period. We're looking at some locations right now to move it to, because it is in the church right now. We're trying to find a final home for it. Hopefully, we're looking at possibly Runge Park. So I might go out to the community center there in Runge Park. And then after the resiliency part is complete, then we're hoping to make it turn to the Santa Fe community center. So we'll actually have a community center for Santa Fe afterwards. Okay,
so we have Joe Perez and Texas Chronicles ask, are there any surprises about things that are coming to Santa Fe?
I can't comment on too many of them. I've been meeting with there's a lot of interest. We're on the map. Like I said, I've been meetings with multiple business people. A lot of investors want to come to town. So I can't spill too much until they do it. But like I said, I can tell you about the apartments coming up. And then we hopefully HEB is going to expand. And then I think, like I said, last I heard was a coffee shop was coming to town, and I haven't really heard too many more yet.
Yeah,
that's Can we mute the mic and you tell us, and then we promise we won't tell anybody. Okay.
I'll tell you this: it's great to have so much interest of people building. They're selling houses. The market has just gone crazy in Santa Fe. The property values have gone up extremely high, and people want to come live in Santa Fe. So they're building every time you put form boards up to build a new house. The house is already sold before they can finish building it. Wow. And there's almost a waiting list. Like Bill Maher Homes, Bill and Mark do some. I don't know if y'all have seen their work, but they do some amazing houses. And they he told me they're building 40 plus houses a year.
Wow.
If he could do more, I bet he would. But he's one of the largest builders in town. Mr. Sloan and Andy McDonald, they're putting a subdivision in on north side of North Tower. It's going to be about 150 homes up there. And like I said, and I think Bill's doing one on 2nd Street, and he's putting some more houses out there as well.
Okay, so you having and currently being in like real estate and having a business background, whenever these people come in and they're negotiating with the city, that has to help you with that experience, and you're knowledgeable of everything.
Oh, definitely.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, being in business, I speak their language, and that's why I think a lot of them have reached out to me, because when I won my election, they're like, yes, we have a business guy out there. And so that's why I have an open door policy. And we've had a lot of businesses coming from Houston, from everywhere. And it's great to see their interest in our city, and and for the right reasons. They want to come invest millions of dollars in our city, and we'll take it.
We've seen a lot of growth in our area too. Do you think that because of the KHEA radio that Santa Fe is also growing?
It doesn't hurt it.
It definitely doesn't hurt.
I mean, is there any other FM radio stations in Santa Fe or our area?
No, we have no. You're the only one I know about. So
He's trying to get that soundbite.
I am. What radio station do you listen to, Mayor? KHEA
99.5. There it is.
Okay, that saved us a lot of work. That was like a day of work where we were gonna have to go and break apart every word you said and be like, okay, K, he said a K, a word started with a K there. Here's an H and 9. Okay,
I definitely don't mind plugging you guys. I know I see how many people right now watching us right now on the stream here, so it's great.
Yeah, we love talking about everything local and having you hang out today. It's been and fun.
Oh, definitely. Thank you guys. It's awesome. So,
does anybody have any questions? Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, let me see. I think I have some questions on here. So let me
There's a ton. I'm trying to try and read.
Yeah, trying to keep up with the social media. Let me see
hey, check this out. Robert said, "Hey, Tommy's Barbershop." One of Jason's, I guess they're one of the tenants that you work with.
Yes.
Said they do beard trims for $5. Are you trying to say something about my beard?
I think they're talking about mine. My beard's great. Yesterday, I almost got it. I was like, when can I shave this thing? I can't until after November, right?
At least, right?
Yeah. I was going to try the no shave. My daughter asked me, but my wife kind of told me no, I had to keep shaving. So I have a beard, but I have to keep it trimmed up. I can't let it grow out.
Benefits of being single.
I guess I'll give you a high five for that. That's like it.
Oh, man, that's it.
That's the only one. Literally, hey, no one's telling you to shave.
We have so excited. This weekend's a Heritage Festival. It's gonna be great. The weather's looking like it's gonna be awesome. Gino with the Chamber of Commerce, of course, we're hosting that. I sit on the committee with it, and we have Junior Gordon playing Saturday night. It's a completely free event. You show up, bring some money, bring some cash. We'll have ATM machines out there. It's gonna go from Saturday and Sunday. So we're gonna start at 10 a.m. on Saturday, go till 11 o'clock that night, and then Sunday we're gonna do Church in the Dirt on Sunday, and then we'll kick off for our veterans because it's kind of a 40th anniversary for the city. And it's going to be about veterans as well. So they're doing awesome. The Cowboy Church is going to do Church in the Dirt, and then we're going to, of course, go into the 11th day, of course, 11th hour at 11 a.m. That's when we're going to start our veteran part, and it's going to be amazing.
What's planned for that?
Oh, let me see. I have there's a whole timeline. I'm not too sure exactly. Well, I know they're going to play the music from all the different ones, and I think most is going to be live with the church, and then we'll honor each military branch.
That's
cool.
Awesome.
And we have a lot. And, Santa Fe's got a fun fact that we didn't realize, and Mandy kind of, found this out through Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, is we have a large, over 10% of our population are veterans.
Wow.
I never knew. That's a large amount.
Pretty
amount. Big. And I want to tell, for you guys listening, thank you for all that who serve. For our first responders, for our military. They're just amazing. So we live in such an amazing community, and we have a lot of kids who graduate high school and they join the military, and we're one of the largest recruited schools.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I never knew. I didn't know either, and I'm thinking, wait, this is my town. I should know. I should know all these facts. So, but thank you, Mandy, for educating me, because I always try to learn something new every day.
I want to talk really fast about sports in Santa Fe because we got baseball team's really, really good. Football team's really, really good, right?
We have the volleyball is in playoffs. The football is in playoffs right now. So go Indians for those guys. Baseball is a. I heard we're pretty good, huh? No, we're probably one of the best. We have the largest softball in the whole county in our little town. Those fields stay busy. I think they have tournaments every weekend, and we have over 350 kids, I think, out there every single weekend. And, of course, baseball. We have some amazing baseball players. I mean, look at last year. The team barely almost made the state. This year, I think we're expected to go to state.
That's awesome.
And
That's great.
We definitely have some great ball teams. We have the football guys. We're out there at the game a few weeks ago, and they're just amazing to watch those guys, and how committed they are and how those guys work together. It's great to see that type of leadership at young ages.
That's cool.
See, I'm not from Texas, but football's big in Texas, right? It's a pretty big thing.
Come on. They make a lot of movies about it, Friday Night Lights.
Come on.
Hey, something else, it's not necessarily sports related, but with youth, 4-H, and I wasn't involved in stuff like that, having the opportunity to get scholarships and raise animals. But we have met a lot of people that their kids are involved in that stuff. It's just a way of life. Even our buddy Ethan, who just moved here from Kentucky, I don't know, is it called 4-H over there? Okay, so it's still 4-H, but he was always raising cattle. But we have our friends the Meyerhoffs, and really involved. So I'm guessing with Santa Fe having the land and people having randomly like chickens and horses and cows and all that. That has to be a big part of Santa Fe too as well.
Of course, it's part of our heritage. It's part of what made Santa Fe. I mean, they were telling me about the, because the Fair and Rodeo started, the Galveston County Fair and Rodeo started in Santa Fe at Rungy Parking and eventually got moved out to the fairgrounds, which is still a sore subject for some people because that's technically Hitchcock. Santa Fe is the one who started. I think they're coming up on 80 years already of being there. But it started with at Rungy Park, they literally would tie a cow to a tree. And that was showing your animal off was right there. And it was kind of amazing to see how it's transforming now. It's what I think the second largest county fair and rodeo in the state, I believe. Wow. It's huge out there. And that's what we're doing even with Heritage Festival. It kind of brings back that. So we're going to have we have rodeo going on this weekend with they have barrel racing. They're going to do mutton busting. They're going to have a lot of fun events.
I've been trying to get Curt to do mutton busting.
I want to do some mutton busting.
He's young enough, right?
I think maybe
is there a weight limit?
I don't think the sheep's going to be big enough for you, but maybe we can put you on a cow or something, huh?
I want to ride a bull. That is what I really
I want him to ride a bull too. That's my thing.
Y'all can do it live. You can go film it and stream it Facebook Live.
We got him to go skydiving, and now we just need to find some Rocky Mountains. That'll take some time, but then we need him definitely to ride the bull.
Named Blue, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna ride the bull, we'll make sure the ambulance is parked right next to it. They go ahead and scrape you off the ground.
What's worse, riding a bull or having a baby? Because I've had a baby before.
Did you see that? Okay, so he did a video where have you ever seen the videos where people get hooked, like guys get hooked up to this machine and they strap them with the patches and they're like, this is a mild contraction, and then this is so Curt did that for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, high contractions. Yeah, he was like tapping out, like come on, get out.
It definitely makes you respect what these ladies go through, right?
Exactly. Yes, for sure. I'm like, and they're like, oh no, that was only 20 minutes. I'm like, really? Yeah. Not like 42 hours.
Maybe bring the machine here and time up for a whole day, where you keep getting shocked the whole day.
Would you ever do something like that?
I would actually. I would.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
All you ladies listening out there.
It's live, right? They recorded this, so you got to be saying it. We're going to do it together?
Yeah, we're like, all right, come on.
For charity. For charity, of course, we can do something.
So if no donkey booth, we just get shocked. That's only fun.
A donkey booth.
This is a great idea.
Oh, man.
And it always like, if it's my idea, notice how it's like never me in the pain, but I'm fine with that. Right now it is 9:49. This is KHEAradio.com 99.5 FM.
All right, so our next question, it is 9:49. We got about 11 more minutes, so you still have a question for Lynn, you can still ask it. It says, hey, what is in the works for our youth?
Man,
that's a big question. It's a generic question. Yeah, there's a lot there, but
so we have the Boys and Girls Club wanting to come to town. We're hoping the school's supposed to be getting with them to have after school activities for them. I'm very passionate about parks for our community. That's why we redid our with Mandy, we keep Santa Fe beautiful, but we're investing in our parks again, and I really wanted to give as much because the kids need something to do. Right. That's the problem is you look around and go, what do you have to do besides ride your bicycle or walk around town? There was nothing for the kids. So I'm a big proponent for kids because, they're 25% of our population, but they're 100% of our future. So we need to invest in the kids and the right things. Because once school's out, it's just hot, Santa Fe. I want to bring a splash pad in, so I'm hoping to.
That'd be cool.
Hint, if y'all want to make a donation, it's about $250,000 I need to raise for a splash pad. But
easy, we can do that during the last 10 minutes, right?
Don't getting shocked. We can. We'll have a little GoFundMe going, so everybody can. The longer we get shocked, I guess, the more they can give money.
Yeah, like end the pain. You got to reach $500,000.
I would do something like that for money for charity for our community. Hey, anything for our community because so hopefully the splash pad. I'm really passionate about the splash pad. I'm hoping to put it. That's what's the top of moving the center out to Rungy Park. We put it at the community center, and then off the side of that, there's a pad area that's perfect for a splash pad. And I think it'd be great to have a splash pad with all the picnic tables there. You can rent out for birthday parties, do stuff for the kids, for the community. And so because right now Rungy Park's owned by the county, but eventually I think that I would like for it to be part of the city. It's in the old downtown area, and I would really want to do a big project out there. So I kind of have some things in the works on that. I want to do Jackson Street. I'm hoping to put lights all the way down Jackson Street, hit Rungy Park, and have a walking trail around Rungy Park, and have it lit up as well.
Cool.
Somebody already said that there should be a GoFundMe for the splash pad for Santa Fe, that they would support it.
There you go. All right. So, I mean, I'll get somebody to hopefully get started, and we can make sure. And if they won't make a donation, they can put the money through Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, because that's actually a true nonprofit for the city.
Oh, that's
so
even better.
separate the city and manage the director, so she can actually handle the money coming in. I mean, or we can open accounts in the city as well.
Look what we just did on Kickstart.
Man,
we just started a GoFundMe for some
there we go.
beautification of Santa Fe.
I like it.
Look at that. You didn't know that was happening today, did you? You just did.
Man, one of the first memories I have of Santa Fe, I moved here when I was about 10 years old to Lamarck, and I got into music at that time, and then I started playing music, and then I met Chevy, because Chevy, being from Santa Fe, played in like some punk rock bands. You know, I don't know if I mean, maybe you heard the music.
He's over there sweating. Baby. He's like, why are we talking about this again? Why
does he keep coming up? No, but Chevy, they used to like rent out the Thelma Weber, you know,
Yes.
and they'd put on and just have bands play. And I don't know if they still allow that or like, but yeah, I saw Chevy do that, and I'm like, I can do that. I can do that too. And so, you know, I did. I'd go and, you know, you'd put your deposit down, rent the Thelma Weber. My parents would kind of help me out. I don't know, like 13 or 14 years old, and we'd rent it out, and like, hey, you know, if you want to make a donation of $2, you can come in or whatever. And, you know, you cover the cost of the place, and then clean it up and make sure everything was nice and neat as it could be at the end. And yeah, that was because I saw Chevy, you know, doing that. And with the help of my parents, I did the same thing. And that was in Santa Fe. That's which the Thelma Weber, it's still there, right?
Oh, of course. It's a city property.
Yeah.
It's right there near Runge Park. It's over on Jackson. Right there, you go to the railroad tracks to the left-hand side. It's great to have that. Miss Weber, you know, donated a lot when she passed away to the city. We got the Thelma Weber Center. She donated parks. We have some great members in the community that have done so many great things.
You know, I think I have a great idea.
Oh.
What if it's a great idea? It's great. What if we redid everything that happened when we were young? We're like, you know, Chevy's in a punk band. You do your thing. We reenact what took place in the alleyway.
Oh man.
I don't even remember exactly what Chevy said. But
I don't either, but it was pretty funny. I heard something. I still remember what happened. He's sweating. He's like, please, please just go back to talking about business.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, thank you for coming in today. And is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, I want to mention, I forgot to know the businesses. We got Tavalla's Feed Store also. So you ever want to go see something cool, go down to Tavalla's Feed, and they have the, if you have mosquito problem, go in there. They have some good stuff they can sell you for your yard that will definitely knock out the mosquitoes. I think it kills all the bugs though.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah. And it's nice to have stuff like that. And it's a great local community. We have a community potluck coming up. It's of course Miss Chef Mary Bass helps out with that. We have a lot. It started off with it's kind of funny. I was sitting at the when I was running for office, I sat in the parking lot there every day running my campaign, and my buddy Simon and I were just sitting there looking at the park, going, you know, it'd be cool if we had like a once a month event just to do like a potluck or something. Just we have some good old fashioned fun again, and it kind of spurred off. And then so Rebecca his wife helps out with that community potluck, and it turned out to be it's a huge event already. We're having the second one's already coming up now. It's going to be on December 2nd from 1 to 3 at Runge Park. So you guys want to bring a side dish, bring something, I'll invite you guys to come out there as well.
That'd be great.
I like to eat, right? You're talking about food the whole time.
Potluck means that I don't have to bring anything and just eat.
Exactly.
I think you're supposed to bring something.
Well, that's part of potluck.
He just brings like an empty container.
Yeah, if you're smart, take the empty container and fill your container up.
You're like, here's mine. That's something you would do. A little bit. You are a little bit the worst.
A little bit.
Let me see. We got some people still chiming in. Let's see. We have this.
Well, we got some people who really appreciate what you do. Here's Danette just saying how much she appreciates and thinks you're amazing and doing a good job.
You know, one of the things I really like about our comments that I'm seeing over here is the green and gold hearts.
The hearts.
Oh yeah, it's hey, Santa Fe, you're green and gold. You know, it's like I said, once Indian, always Indian. So it's kind of great to to graduate there. My kids go to school there. My stepson graduated last year. He's in the military. My daughter's a freshman now at high school. My youngest is in 6th grade, and so it's like nonstop. It's still great to be a part of the community and watch my kids, get to graduate from my alma mater, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like it. Well, do you have anything else you want to share?
No, man, I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for having me. It's been great. We should do this again sometime.
Definitely,
I'd love it, especially coming and checking out some of your businesses and stuff. We'd love it.
You guys let me know. Come around. We have you're older, y'all can buy a Hack Winery. We got our own winery in town. It's
Mhm.
kind of great to have that. We have a lot of great businesses. And please, we'll take your money. Come spend money.
Come to Santa Fe.
Lorenzo's.
The city loves sales tax dollars, guys. Get you another pizza at Lorenzo's.
Yeah.
You should buy all the pizzas. Maybe I'll do that. Go get pizza from all of them, and maybe have some fun and have a taste test and we'll
See,
bring some people in.
Who
or
is the
something.
best? Who is the best? Hey, I'll judge.
Man, that pizza, it'd be hard to top Lorenzo's.
You know,
Lorenzo.
arguably, like, I think that is honestly probably some of the best pizza I've ever had. And I've been trying to think like of another place, but I haven't had that many local chains around here. But as far as like the big guys,
Yeah.
dude, Lorenzo's was literally the best, better than, in my opinion, better
They've
than all
been
of
making
them.
the same pizzas for as long as I can remember. It's
Yeah.
great to have. Like I said, don't ask how many calories in it. It's got a lot of grease on it too, but it's I guess that's what makes it taste so good. They put like a couple pounds of cheese on there.
So we got a comment here, and Amanda Perez says, "Hack is a beautiful place to get married." And then she tagged you, Kurt. Is that a proposal?
Ooh.
Yes. Yes, I say yes. I say yes.
Oh man, you're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. Thank you, Mayor, for coming in.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you want to give you a plug for it?
Yeah.
So how you want me to say it? So y'all can get a sound bite.
Okay. What's the best way? I'm gonna turn this music down so we can. Hey, get it on video. Let's video this too.
I
Okay.
have my phone over there,
Oh.
actually.
This
Uh-oh.
is yours.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
So what do you want me to say for it?
Look at Ethan
He's
too.
already ready to. He's
We need
ready to do it.
Landscape. We need a landscape. Do it the other way, Ethan. From 2 angles, so we can edit this later.
So how you want me to say it? You want me to do
Whatever you want. Just from the heart.
So this is Mayor Tabor, and please listen to 99.5 KHEA Radio.
Print. This is KHEA Radio 99.5. Hey, we're going to be talking to Taylor Johnson here in this next hour. Thank you, Mayor, for coming in and hanging out with
Thank
us.
you guys, definitely.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
That was a lot of fun.
I told you it would be great.
Definitely.
Next time we'll make Kurt sign a non-Chevy.
Non-Chevy agreement.
Non-agreement.
Oh.
He does a lot. He does a lot. He's still going around doing all kinds of stuff. for community.
Yeah, he is. He does. He has his businesses, and we love him. He's a good. We want him to come on here eventually because he's so good at like his personality
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. So
Definitely.
we'll see.
It was great.
All right, guys. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
guys.
Thanks so much. Guess we got through here.
Ethan, you want to walk them out?
Of course.
Thanks,
What's
Ethan.
up, people? Hey, so shout out
Taylor's-
to the mayor of Santa Fe. Hey, and Taylor, he's on the way.
Taylor's on the way. We have a comedian.
Don't fret.
Ethan.
He can't come back in. Hey, did y'all enjoy that? That was really cool. He did a good job. Once an Indian, always an Indian.
Wait, so am I now engaged?
Congratulations, Kurt, dude. I can't believe that.
Man, I'm so excited.
So here's what we do. So is the mayor Kurt's wedding, is it going to be at Hack and we can have the reception at
Man,
Butler's
this has been the
Courtyard?
best day. I've been waiting for this day forever.
Wow.
It finally happened.
Dang, dude. Congratulations, Kurt Casper.
Man.
The man, someone finally tamed the beast. Somebody finally tamed the wild. Here, talk, Kurt. Let me see your mic.
Man, I'm so excited. This is the best day. The best
He's been
day.
planning and dreaming about this
Oh.
day since he was a little girl.
I just want to
Since he
thank
was growing up.
my mom.
You should thank the mayor of Santa Fe
Thank the
for
mayor for bringing this topic up
for Hack.
for Hack, for supplying all of the wedding supplies. I mean,
Chef Mary Bass used to work there. I feel like she deserves a thank you.
shout out
somehow.
to Chef Mary Bass.
Do I get any kind of thank you?
You can have a thank you too.
Dang. Yes. I got to thank you. So I will say this. So Mayor, right? Mayor Jason, he owned an audio company. He was talking about his car that he sold
The
it by
Thunder.
Thunderbird, but he called it a Thunder Chicken. It was like a
Thunder
1980.
Chicken. I love it. That was awesome.
Man, but you know what? He has some good willpower and probably better business sense, because if I had a Thunder Chicken, I would be like, hey, I own an audio a wireless, company, I'm making sure the Thunder Chicken is like booming. So when people hear me, if I wanted them to hear me, I'd be like turning it up. Here goes the bass.
Here goes the bass.
Right?
Here goes the boom.
Here goes the boom. And I would count it as like, oh, it's advertising. It's letting people know. But no, he said he saved it. Ethan's back. So that was cool. Hey, would everybody like to see us bring in the mayor again in the future? Is that something y'all would be interested in us doing? Because we are open to it.
I would appreciate that. Would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun to have him back in all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, every show.
What do you think, Ethan? Was that fun?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you appreciate all the did it make you feel like you're at home?
Yeah.
All the talk of
food and parks and
Santa Fe kind of does remind me a lot of like, you can go out in the community, go for walks down the streets. I don't know. It's just, I grew up in that kind of community in Lexington.
It's a small town. How many people are in
Small
your
town.
town?
Mine is like 10,000 or so.
What about, do you have any idea?
Madisonville was about like 28,000.
Oh, you lived in the big city.
I mean, I guess
20,000 is pretty big. How many is in Santa Fe? We never did ask how many.
No, he said
14.
They had
14?
like 14 or 15, and then like outside the city limits, like if you counted that, they had
20.
like 20. Yeah.
Yeah, so he said 14 within, and then outside, if you added them, it's about 20.
Amanda said, no, you proposed to me, Amanda. You asked me. You're supposed to bring me the ring.
So Kurt's engaged now.
I'm engaged. What's up?
I can't believe this.
It just happened.
Congratulations, Kurt.
On Facebook. That was a weird way to ask. I wish you would have done it in person, but
Well,
Got
I mean,
down on a neighbor.
this way it's like recorded, so
It is.
like
No take backs. End the stream.
no take back.
End the stream. Hey, Robert said he would enjoy a weekly segment. with the mayor.
That would be awesome. There's a lot to talk about. We probably could have kept going, talking with Mayor Jason, but we have comedian Taylor Johnson coming in, and we're super excited about that.
Yeah, he's on the way. He's actually in traffic. He said so. He was driving in from College Station. Let me see. Maybe I'm gonna call him through Facebook.
that's unacceptable.
Facebook calls, these are the best. Let's see if he answers.
I like that it doesn't ring. Like what? I'm like I sit there and I wait for the ring. I'm like, is it working?
I
Is
know. I
Facebook
want to hear the ring
working?
on this side. Let's see if he answers. It's always weird. Have you ever had anybody call you through Facebook?
Yes.
Dude, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going? No, it's all good. Hey, where are you at? Like, how close are you? Oh, sweet. So he's at 45 in NASA. So he'll be here probably in like 15 minutes.
10,
That's all
20.
good. Yeah. Like 20, 15, 20 minutes, depending on. Hopefully there's no traffic. All right, dude. Yeah. Okay, cool. Just you remember like the same door and how to get in here, right?
Look for Ethan. He'll be outside waving.
Yeah, we'll have Ethan, our
Bye,
brand
intern.
new friend and coworker. He'll be jumping up and down outside. Just be like, hey, Taylor. So, all right, dude.
We need you to make a sign.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Ethan, can you go make a sign?
Bye.
Yeah, where do I get the paper?
You know, a sign like you at the airport. No, just do this.
That I can do.
We need Ethan outside like anytime there's a guest.
Yes. Awesome.
So Kurt's engaged. So if
I'm
you're
engaged.
wondering what's happened so far today, a lot. We
A
had
lot.
Mayor Jason from Santa Fe, Texas. Is it Tabor? He said his name but he said it real fast, and I didn't want to mispronounce it.
I just say Mayor Jason.
Yeah, he's the mayor.
The mayor, Mayor Jason. There is no other Mayor Jason that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
It's like first name basis. I feel like after that interview, first name basis.
First name basis. You got to put some respect on there, Mr. Mayor. Something. Ooh, Crystal has a pretty good suggestion. She said, Kurt, maybe y'all should start over, meet Amanda up for some Lorenzo's Pizza or attend the Heritage Festival this weekend. I feel like that's a good idea.
I think they have state championships this weekend.
Is she going?
I think so.
Why don't you Here's what you do. It's really romantic.
I go with her to state champion.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we are engaged now, so I do kind of have to
Exactly.
follow her around, right? Like we have to do things.
I mean, you need to give her space too, so she.
Oh,
can
okay.
But yeah, pick up some Lorenzo's. Maybe be like, hey, I was just thinking of you. Here's some pizza. Y'all are gonna do awesome this weekend.
Maybe you can borrow KHEA Junior and have him be the ring bearer.
KGA Junior, the ring bearer.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Butler's Courtyard though.
No, you could do the reception there.
Oh yeah, we could do the reception there.
Yeah. She says she'll be gone, but you can still send her. Yeah, make sure you take her that pizza so she knows that you're thinking about her. And we're supporting Santa Fe business at the same time. But Crystal, I think that's a great
I feel
idea.
like today requires the sunglasses. I feel
Mr. Cool Guy.
I feel like yeah. I can't make it. I can't do it. I'm too happy. I can't stop smiling ear to ear.
Dang, Ralph said, hey, Kurt's going to be Amanda's next petty post, how Amanda calls people out. He's like, aren't you tired of like radio show host guys like thinking that I asked them to be engaged? Like, ladies, don't you hate when this happens? And Kurt's going to be like, is this about me?
Oh, man.
Don't you hate whenever like radio show hosts on KHEA radio 99.5 FM just think like that? Yeah.
That you.
Kurt would be oblivious and be like, I wonder who she's talking about.
No one ever makes posts about me. They just block me.
No, but you get
Or
blocked.
kick me out of Santa Fe groups.
You get blocked, and then they probably make the post about
Oh,
you.
yeah, so I never know because
Probably
they
like
block me.
100 posts about you.
Dang.
Man, Ralph, that's Amanda gets a little too truthful on Facebook sometimes. Those posts make me glad that I'm married. I'm like, I know that's not about me. Haha. It's probably about Kurt.
Shout out to being single. Wait, I'm not single anymore. I'm engaged. Yes.
Congratulations.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
Slow clap.
Everybody's clapping for Kurt. Off the market.
Slow bow.
It's like neighbor with the T. Tabor. Thank you. Thank you. Man.
Tabor. Yeah.
Tabor. The mayor. Man.
This show's been great. This might be one of my favorite shows of all time.
We've had a great time so far.
I know. And then we still have a comedian coming in, so it's only going to get better.
I'm ready to try and like rival that comedian with puns.
You know, Mrs. Meyerhoff. Oh, you can.
Oh my
try.
gosh, that's going to be funny.
Mrs. Meyerhoff wants to know if they ever gave you a reason why you were kicked out of Taco Santa Fe.
No, they never give me a reason.
Well, I can tell you why. So
I get kind of
Kurt
facetious.
posted something, yeah, and they said, "Hey, stop posting in here." And he was like, "Oh, what would you like for me to post about?" And they said,
Strippers.
somebody else commented and said, "Yeah,"
And I said,
"Hey, talk
"Oh,
about
it's a-"
something inappropriate." And then he said, "No, I only like to post about positive things, especially since I'm associated with KHEA Radio. We're a positive station. Is there something else?" And he was like, "Banned."
Yeah.
Boom.
Telling people that we're a positive Christian radio station apparently gets you banned in Santa Fe.
Well, no, he was being facetious. Kurt is very facetious. I enjoy the talk.
I'm sorry. I thought that comment was rude, and I wanted to call them out on it.
You're gonna get us rebanned somehow, even though none of us are allowed in there. I appreciate all the talk.
I want to
groups.
meet these people in person. Like, I want to meet, like, yeah, you all big and tough, and you can block me from your keyboard, but say it to my face.
They'd probably do it.
They would.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to set the date
for the wedding.
For the wedding,
It has to be next weekend.
it does. It needs to happen quickly before she changes her mind.
Well, good thing you're not reading these comments because
Has she already changed her mind? No.
Yeah. Kurt, just turn your phone off like forever. He breaks his phone like, shh.
I will never know.
You never see her again, but you're like, yeah, my fiance.
My fiance.
Mhm.
she hasn't spoken to me in like 3 months, but
It's the norm. Yeah, the talk. Sometimes, I mean, you never know what somebody's going through, and I
That
imagine the admins. If there's a group, some of these groups are pretty big, and there's probably some ridiculous stuff. So it's easier just to ban someone than to really see what's going on. So I understand.
I always ask questions. Okay.
To the wrong person and you get banned. Yeah.
Hey, what would you like to win? Nothing. I don't want to win anything. Oh, who broke your heart?
Wow. I wonder if it was Amanda.
Probably.
Amanda, did you break?
Did you break the Taco Santa
That's
Fe?
probably why they blocked you, because they're like, wow, this is the guy that's engaged to Amanda. Amanda broke my heart. Banned.
Banned.
Because they're jealous.
You broke my heart.
What was that?
Isn't that like a meme or like a little video? You broke my heart.
Oh no, there's a video of the kids. Like there's 3 babies, and then they like poked him right here, like this, like very soft. And he was like, "Ow,
You."
Yeah, he's
You
like,
broke
"You broke
my
heart." Dang, she said she can't escape your love. She can't escape him, and I'm envisioning. She said like she can't escape your love, so she knows it's like a soulmate type situation.
Soulmate. I mean, wait, what? Engaged.
Dude, I can't believe you're engaged.
This is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets any. Well, it will on my wedding day.
Oh. Had to just shut the mic off for a second. Sorry about that, Curtis.
For the wedding.
Whoa! Do I need to like sit on this button? I don't even know where this is going. I don't know where this is going. But yeah, it's 10:12. We talked to Taylor. He's coming in still. Yes. Oh, so this is why you got blocked. So this is Mrs. Marhouse talking about Taco Santa Fe, which as far as I know, we're still getting streamed in there, unless they deleted that comment.
Yeah, thanks for posting us, media. Are we really media? We're not really media.
It depends on what day of the week.
What day of the week?
Because Curt, like, if he can use it to his advantage, and he's like, "I'm a member of the media," or not, and he's like, "We're not really."
Today we're not media. Today we're just 2 radio hosts.
Tomorrow, who knows?
Tomorrow, if it's a topic where we're like, "Hey, we're media,"
take us serious.
Do we? We don't even have press passes to the Rockets yet. We're not media until we have press passes to the Rockets game.
Speaking of the Rockets, I was told that last time y'all went, you had an extra ticket.
We have tons of tickets.
Well, Ethan, don't ask. Ethan, do you? I have been saying this now for a couple of days now. Don't ask questions that you do not want to know the answer to.
What does that even mean?
Because you already know the answer. So, like, why would you want to hear it? Don't make me say it out of my mouth, Ethan. You weren't invited.
Oh,
Kurt
wasn't really invited either. We kind of
like people ask like, "Hey, how many donuts have you had? Do you really want to know the answer? Like, are you scared of the answer?"
If your mom asked that, like as a dietitian, it's like you don't want to know.
Amanda, as my fiance, future, wife,
he was actually so Curt was like, "Is there an extra ticket? Can I invite someone?" And like Amanda, you were the first one that came up, and I was like, "Okay."
I was like, invite Amanda. She's cool. She's fun.
Yes. I can't believe this. But now that it's different, now that y'all are engaged, like, yeah, if I have an extra ticket and you're coming to the game and you weaseled your way in, then yes, your fiance can come. But for you to like just be trying to like, he's like, "Oh yeah, bring on," and I'm like,
no.
Yes. Wow. Amanda got to ask. Yeah. We can work that out. What did Russ say?
He said, "OMG, Curt, not invited." Sorry.
That's kind of mean. Look at Ethan's face.
Ethan's sad.
Sorry, Ethan.
Sorry,
I'm hiding the tears.
Fighting back the tears.
Fighting back the tears.
So, man, we've had a good show so far today. I'm excited to hopefully bring the mayor of Santa Fe back on. I want to try some of the places. So, did he say it was called Red Cap? And I'm guessing that's a burger place. But he said it changed the name. Or
Ethan, in the future, you need a pen and paper with notes over everything that he said, because apparently missed the population. And then we have another question.
Why would I need to take notes when the whole video is right here?
Listen, because we're now discussing it and we can't go back and rewatch the video. This is why pen and paper from now on.
Well, I remembered he said Red Cap, and I also remember we had talked about the population. That's like one of the first questions.
I don't remember the past, but I was also trying to manage all the questions and stuff that was coming in.
Yeah.
Ethan, pen and paper from now on.
You got it, boss.
Thank you.
Santa Fe.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, he's like, I got engaged. Ain't somebody called me boss today?
This is the day's getting even better. C&D burger now, not Red Cap.
Okay, cool. C&D Burgers. Where is that? We're on a diet, but this is the best diet we've ever been on.
Literally eat what we want. Hot dogs.
Boudin.
Boudin.
But I had so C&D
We had our
Burger
breakfast
Shop.
this morning.
Man, I just realized I'm not gonna have any like food truck for
Hey,
dinner
Taylor's
tonight.
here. He's been here before, Ethan. Just
Hey,
so you know.
Ethan. Yeah, you're good. I don't think he's gonna talk about that.
No, so Ethan's like, Ethan is new with us working, and so whenever we have a guest, we said, hey, give him the rundown on this and this and this. So he's done that before with people who have been here before, and they're like, I already know. Like, it's just so we just wanted to make sure that he didn't do that with you. But yeah, you can come over
You're
here.
gonna be sitting in this. Okay.
We got Taylor.
Taylor, we tagged you if you want to share it. Yeah.
Share it out. Let's go.
Let people know who you are. Ethan, go help him
Make
share it.
go like
Go do something with your job.
do something today.
Come on, call me boss again.
On my laptop because last time my app wasn't letting me share it from my page.
Yeah. Y'all have like the same color hair. It's pretty close.
Yeah. What color do you say your hair is?
It depends on the day, really. Anywhere
Ah.
between like strawberry, blonde, and ginger.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I am. My hair would go blonder during the summer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
weird.
understandable.
Someone like
Ethan,
me.
you need to take a picture of his hair and then show it to the barber. This is what I'm trying to do. But it's like it's almost like the same, but like his is this has like a little bit more length on top.
whoa.
Super ginger. Yeah.
Let me see this.
Yeah, look at that. It's a fake ID.
This is fake.
Let me see.
This is totally not a real.
Let me
license
see.
right here.
You didn't even spell your name right
Who
when you
decided-
signed it.
Mickey
Come on,
Mouse?
Ethan.
Really? Real original.
And I mean, you signed a Karen L. McKnight. Seriously?
You're looking at the wrong.
Is
it like the governor, Look, see? It says Karen L. McKnight. What the?
What the what?
Come on, Ethan.
Yeah, you did. Who's Karen?
She's the lady that approved it.
Oh, okay. She bought the ID from. Dang, Ethan, you need to work on your real signature. I see it up here.
It's pretty bad.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Left.
Maybe
too.
Whoa.
Maybe
I'm
you're
you
really
from the
right-handed. After saying this, you may be right-handed. I don't know. Okay, this is a little spooky. Ethan's kind of funny. He's working on his stuff, and so he's more of a pun, like a silent pun guy, and so
Okay.
he
like
just-
silent puns,
His
like
is not a-
silent but deadly.
Yeah.
Silent but deadly puns.
Okay,
Sorry,
Kurt
I
said
went
he's been
there.
working on his dad jokes.
Just for you.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Good.
I had a baby.
Okay.
Oh, he knows.
I am a dad now.
Really?
Yeah, I had a kid. You didn't see that?
He saw the video.
Oh,
he
right.
was
Yes.
commenting
Oh,
on it.
yes. I watched
See?
you. Yes.
Junior. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my push present, but it says KHA Junior on it.
Oh, wow. What was that like?
Imagine like
Imagine
Touching-
having birth. No.
imagine like electrocuting yourself times like 300 for like 20 minutes straight.
I'm not good at math.
And it would be like it would get more and more intense, and then it
Oh,
would
yeah.
come down.
But at the you
And
just lose
is
feeling.
it on your stomach?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But you feel it in your like eyeballs
Oh.
and your earlobes and then your toes. Your leg, like just just automatically goes like this.
Yeah.
My belly button's on fire.
That's what he said. That was awesome.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
It is the worst. It is absolutely one of the worst things.
And
ever.
like everyone's just watching you.
right, like I'm literally like, guys, this hurts. And Gardy's like, keep going, and I'm like, get out, get out.
I had a camera shoved in his face.
It was pretty incredible.
You want to do that while you're down? We can arrange it on your social media page, and that'll be funny.
I mean, I don't know how I would handle it. I don't think I would handle it very well, but which would be entertaining.
It is. That's the best part.
Like, do you know Hot Ones? It's a YouTube show where
Okay.
they eat hot wings while they
Nice.
try
Yeah.
to interview, like an interviewer
interviews celebrities, and before each question, they both eat a hot wing.
Just the interviewers or the celebrities?
Both of them
cool.
do.
Yeah.
And each wing has a hotter and hotter hot sauce, and like it goes up to like hundreds and thousands on the Scoville rating, which is like Tabasco sauce is like 200 on the so crazy hot wings. And I bought one of their hot sauces that they do, like one of the top ones, and I ate a wing with it, and I thought I was gonna die. It like hurt to breathe so much to where I was like, I don't want to breathe anymore. And then my heart started racing because I was like, you're gonna suffocate and die because you don't want to breathe. It was I don't know if I
almost died. I was like, I might be one of those mothers.
Wow.
That just leave my KHA junior behind.
Wow.
Hey, I went to HEB and they do individual, like there's hot units, and I didn't understand that was a thing. So
hot units?
I don't know, like whatever he said, whatever scale it is.
Scoville. It's on the Scoville rating,
and it has like a little like 3, like I'm thinking like PSI. I don't know whatever it is, but it has like a letters. Yeah,
3 peppers.
But no, it had like a level on it, and so I got some. And then I went in and I cooked. I was trying to make I was searing some ahi tuna. Yeah. And I was I had saved this tuna in the freezer for I don't know how long. And then my wife isn't like a big fan of fish. She wasn't there. It was during Heartbreak Hotel practice. I was like, finally, I put it on there. I cooked it. So hot, very unenjoyable, but I ate it anyways because I'd been looking forward to it for so long.
You're like, you just got to power through it.
Exactly. But man,
was there any flavor? Was there any enjoyment to it?
It was terrible. It was so bad.
That's what, like, for this, like, I only took 2 bites. Because like it's just a chicken wing, and I just bite, and for the next hour and a half, I was in so much pain.
Yeah, it's like, throw that chicken wing. It's bad. Well, no, mine wasn't like it wasn't a lingering effect. It was just hot, and then I was like trying to drink stuff. Wasn't that bad.
I got a date.
Kurt got engaged today.
I did. I got engaged today.
Wow. What day is that? Oh,
February 30th, 2019.
And that's when
that's when we're getting married.
Whoa. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never can tell when you're lying or not.
Well, you get it, Ethan. Yeah. Just look at your calendar at February 30th.
I already
30th. Okay. I didn't hear it. Okay.
But dude, congratulations.
Man,
maybe
I'm so pumped. This is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better from here.
Yeah.
Once you get married, it's just all downhill. I mean, wait, what?
Wow. Well, Kurt has been married before, so he may be speaking from experience.
Past experience. Yes.
Taylor, so what's up? Hey, are you going to see David Gomez when you're down here?
No, he's out of town.
Where
he's
is he?
He like flew to El Paso because his brother is driving back from California. So he is flying to El Paso to meet up with him to finish the drive through Texas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a long trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, I'm going to be there. You want to hang out? And he was like, don't be gone.
I don't care.
What a jerk.
Man, DJ Gomez not hanging out.
Miss him.
Dude, I do too. So speaking of Chevy again, he was like, if you see, he's like, oh, Taylor, I told him that you're coming in. He was like, oh, is David going to be there? He's like, if he is, just give him a kiss for me. Just tell him it's from me. It won't be weird at all. I was like,
it's gonna be weird.
No, and I'm like, hey, this is from Chevy, and I'm like, okay,
yeah,
maybe on the forehead or something. He'd be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. That's nice to pass it along. You're just the messenger. Yeah,
exactly.
Man, so last time you were here, you were speaking at a church in Galveston.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that. How did it go?
It was great. I did their youth service on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night we did like a young adult. I used to do. I did a tour of house shows. I just told it, hey, if you want me to, I'll come to your house and I'll do a comedy show in your living room. And I hadn't done one in a really long time, but David wanted to do it for his young adult ministry, and so we were in his living room. There's like 40 people in there, like crammed in, and it was really cool because
can he fit 40 people in his living room?
That's it was pretty packed. It was pretty packed.
Cool. Yeah,
it was probably a fire hazard, but it was good
a little bit.
And it went really well. Those are fun because like I'll tell stories and then I'll ask questions to try to get stories out of other people, and so like everyone is sharing and you hear stories from people that you would have never normally heard, and those are really fun.
That's cool.
I enjoy doing those.
Yeah. Okay. Are you telling your puns over there?
Yeah, he's got a good one, I think. I don't know. He said, I don't know, the 32nd of November.
November, like never. November
is a really good date for a wedding.
Ooh.
What are you saying, Ethan? Are you saying that I'm not getting married?
I think he is.
Listen, I got engaged today. Don't steal it from me. Don't steal it from me.
And Ethan called him boss, so it's been the highlight of his life.
Wow.
He goes, whatever you say, boss.
So it's like almost sarcastic.
buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Man, I
pal.
hate when people you show up at like gas stations. They go, whatever you say, boss. And I'm like, dude, I'm not your boss. Like,
Yeah.
I don't own this place yet. Like soon, one day, maybe.
I hate when I'm at a restaurant and the waiter calls me like bud or buddy, and they're clearly like 8 years younger than me, and I'm like, I'm older than you. Like, don't talk down to me. Like,
just go get
hey,
my
little
food. No.
champ.
Yeah. You
Hey,
give me
little
a
champ.
It's like
Yeah.
my head like this.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Skip.
Well, some people don't. Do you think they do it? I mean, some people may do it on purpose, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do not.
I call everyone sir. I call
Right.
babies sir. Like, I just just give a level. Just I don't know. I feel like it's respectful, and you're not running the risk of any sort of awkward. Like, you can't go wrong with calling someone sir.
When
I-
people get too close to me, like, and they want to be like good friends with me, I
Oh,
always
yeah.
call them kiddo. And then they know
What?
they like,
Wait, so you try to push people away?
oh yeah,
He calls me sir all the time, but he does it like in a weird way.
I do it. Like I'll do, like if some person, like let's say a business associate is trying to like take
Okay.
me out to dinner,
All right.
you know, I'll be like, oh okay, kiddo, you know, like just remind them like, no, I'm not interested in you.
That's weird.
I'm not even in friendship.
Does that work?
No,
Does that work for
it
you?
does. But then they're like, okay, you
Why
know,
do you try to keep everyone at arm's length away?
because I'm
That's-
engaged now, you know, like I can't be going on dates with other people.
Well, you're just friends.
I can't just associates
That's-
now, you know, like I'm
He has some-
engaged.
We need to bring like a
Yeah.
psychiatrist in.
This
He
is
has some
actually
deeper
this is what I wanted to bring. This is the topic I did want to talk about. So it's so strange that you brought this up.
like keeping people.
Well, so like they have declared, like scientists and journalists have declared that there is a loneliness epidemic in our country, that more and more people are feeling more and more lonely,
Yeah.
and that like it's a big issue because loneliness, they did a study and found that it can have the same physical effect on you as smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Wow.
It can affect your heart, it can affect your health, and like it's we have a bunch of people in our life, but nobody really knows each other.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows 5-10% about each. Like it's not about the number of people in your life. Like you could be married and be lonely. You can have a ton of people. You can be super involved in church or at your work and still be lonely. And it's because we don't know each other that well. And so I think it's really interesting that I feel like we don't know how to get to know each other. Like small talk is the worst to me, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just you're not talking. It's just we have to kill time. Like we have to make noises. So I'm gonna mention the weather.
that.
The only reason why you're here is so that we could kill time. 'cause we have
Exactly.
to have
And
an
I'm
hour.
going to use it to get to know you. You're going to be my friend. I'm going to fight past every kiddo you throw at me, and we're going to become intimate, close friends.
I don't know. There's a long distance between you and I.
I'm
you live in
moving.
College
I'm
Station.
moving here, right? No, I'm just
Let's
kidding. Yeah.
I tried to do that with my last business associate, and they're like, "Nah."
But-
Distance.
I feel like we don't know how to get to know each other. So what questions do you think are the best to actually get to know someone the fastest that you can have in a conversation? Not like you were sitting down and you like asked
I
like,
got it.
okay,
What's your favorite color?
see,
that's
look,
a
no.
a bad
That's the best
question.
one. It's
What
the
does that
first
tell?
one.
What?
Small
Okay,
talk.
what is your favorite color?
Orange.
And what does that
Aren't
tell
you
me
glad I
about
didn't
you?
say banana?
He's
Dad
probably
joke.
been holding that
That
for
joke.
all
Number
morning.
one told today.
That's more of like a preschool joke. That's not a dad joke.
I'm a dad, and I would never tell that joke.
Dang.
I'm trying to think. So, like questions to get to know somebody.
Like what? Like something. It would actually tell you something about that person.
yeah.
Because when I do the house shows,
It's
I
like
try.
okay to ask.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
okay to ask. Yeah, that you're allowed to ask someone. That would be okay to ask a stranger.
I think a lot of times, like if you would like if you want to know something about somebody, like you would ask about like their family life, but like, hey, you know, were your parents, you know, are they divorced? Are they together? Did you live with your mom? Live with your dad? That, but like trying to find the right way to ask. that
Yeah.
And not come off as like, why are you digging so much about me?
Right.
You got 10 seconds. You want to go on?
Sure.
On the
Yeah.
anthem as well. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's 10:30. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we got Taylor in studio. Taylor Johnson. You were on our program. How long ago was that? Like maybe 3 weeks ago or so?
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago at the beginning of October.
Yeah. And
It was a special afternoon session.
yeah, that was like
We
our
did
first
it
time to
just
do
for
that.
you.
Wow.
That's how much friends we are, and you're over here saying that we're not friends yet. Like,
Well,
we're
you
best
were
friends.
earlier saying that you keep everyone at arm. You're afraid of intimacy. You're afraid of close friends.
You did
No
say
one
this.
really knows you. You're a little bit of an Ebenezer Scrooge, and I am the
I
ghost.
do hate Christmas. No,
What?
I hate the length of Christmas. I hate that people like go like months. Like there are people already playing Christmas music, and the Hallmark Channel has Christmas movies on, and I'm like,
Ethan's in the background, like,
We-
that's me. Mouthing it over.
of Christmas is when we should be
Hey,
celebrating.
I was making plans.
Week of. That's it.
My
That's all I'm
Christmas lights
done.
are going up in like days, by the way.
Are we gonna
Christmas lights are going up. You're going to see pictures.
when are we gonna start playing music, Christmas music on here?
Maybe when we take a break after this.
Yeah.
We'll pop in a. Yeah. So,
Just breathe through the pain of
so
Christmas.
yeah, you were mentioning some stuff about, people, I guess, not really knowing each other and like
Yeah.
feeling lonely. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah. I travel and speak. I do comedy and I speak in churches and in school assemblies. And the main thing that I love to talk about is confession, the importance of being open and honest about what's going on in your life. And I see that as a huge need because we don't really know each other that well. If there's a loneliness epidemic in our culture that more and more people are feeling more and more lonely, and confession can help open the door for actual community, that you can be vulnerable with other people and really open up and really get to know each other, and not just have the only way you interact with people socially is through your phone and through group messages and really shallow, you're sharing memes and jokes and everyone's arm's length away. But the question that I posed was, how do you really what are some questions that you could ask someone to really get to know someone?
Yeah. I feel like touching on like the memes and sharing, it's almost become a meme that, hey, don't call me.
Yeah.
Text. It's like, I don't communicate that way. I want to be this way, but then like I'm lonely. But like a good question.
Here's one that I have, and I want both of you to answer.
Okay.
Here you go. What was the main thing you got in trouble for when you were a kid?
The main thing you got in trouble for?
Yeah, what was the main thing you got in trouble for when you were a kid?
Speaking.
What?
Yes, I was one of. They had those little check marks on the report cards,
Okay.
and it always like talking was always checked. Like, and
Were you trying to talk to the teacher or other students, or just like out loud to yourself?
I had yeah. It was what was it called? The teacher called it like attention disruptive order or so, like disorder or something like that,
Okay.
where I like always wanted to interrupt class or something. I don't know.
Mine was arguing with my sister. I was pretty good at school. I was quiet. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Right.
At home, like we would always just like bicker, like siblings can and do.
Yeah. So like you had great self-control when it came to school, but when it came to your sister, like you could not help it.
Yeah, at each other,
Yeah.
It wasn't just me. Come on, no.
Right.
What are you saying? No, no, which we're good now, but yeah, but
Older or younger sister?
older.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
How much older?
So 2 years.
Okay.
You're
I
getting
was
to know
annoying.
him now, aren't you?
I was-
Yeah.
Look at him. His eyes are like, okay,
Yeah.
memorizing this.
Yeah, but I was definitely like
Memorizing that.
annoying, annoying younger brother. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. But-
I was annoying younger brother too. My sister's 5 years older than me.
Mhm.
And so we were never at the same school at the same time. But we like would go to youth group together, and I
Right.
would, because she was able to drive long before I could, she just like had to take me with her.
Right.
So like I would always be there.
Gotta take Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would always get in trouble for not doing homework. I just never did homework, and for talking in class. But and I never really got in trouble. Like my parents never found out about that.
Right.
It was mostly not doing homework and then lying about not doing homework.
Look, isn't Facebook weird? Like my mom pops on as soon as we started talking about like
Oh.
Mark Zuckerberg, you weasel, quit tattletelling on me every time.
It's like, tune in. They're talking about you.
Yeah.
I get that notification on mine. Don't you?
No, we do not.
My name pops up all the time. Like, they're talking about you.
So,
And I'm
do you
like,
have any
"Okay."
other questions like that? That was a good one.
got
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
I
What's
got
yours?
one. Mine would be, who broke your heart the worst?
Oh man.
I feel like that question for you tells a lot about you.
Right.
yeah.
like that
You just
question.
want to find out that you're not alone.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm not the only one that goes through heartbreak.
Yeah.
But then you get to know somebody. Like, you get to know, like, oh, they had their heart broken.
Yeah.
And it couldn't.
What
it's
if they
not
haven't?
It's not necessarily like a member of the opposite sex. It could be like.
Right.
It could be like
Finding
Bill
out the Santa Claus wasn't
because
real.
he was president, or something like that. Like there could be some interesting things.
Right. Yeah.
Or I got like a boss who didn't pay me money. I mean, that you could have had your heart broken that way.
Yeah.
It's not just love.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a non-love related answer because I don't want to say that one out loud in a public setting.
Mine would be Scott Frost when he became head coach of Nebraska because they went like 0-6. He broke my heart. I had plans for a national championship ring today. And no, not this year because he lost. See, heartbroken.
Yeah.
I could have told you that was going to happen, though.
Or like Cleveland, anyone who lives in Cleveland is like
heartbreak
because of LeBron now twice.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Are you really into sports?
Yeah.
In Nebraska sports, like college football. He's from Nebraska, right? So
college sports.
Yeah, because I feel like Nebraska doesn't have much else going on.
Only college sports.
Yeah. Have you ever cried because of a sports thing? Out of happiness or sadness?
I have not, like, not actual tears, but just like feeling
you got emotional.
Well, the anxiety, like Astros, watching the World Series and like Rockets playoffs games, like just watching, but not to the point of actual tears coming out of my face. Happy or sad.
I had one. It was a guy his name was Jack, and he had cancer, and he was one of how they usually let like the people with like young kids score touchdowns and stuff.
Yeah,
Nebraska was one of the first schools to do that, and it was Jack, and he had cancer. And he scored that touchdown. And I had interviewed him before he did this, like, because I used to be a member of the media, and so that was one of the things that they did.
Hey, you still are?
Oh yeah, kind of. We're radio. It's a little different than TV. Come on.
Well, first of all, I would say
he
Jack probably scored the touchdown because Nebraska's that bad. But keep going.
Wow. Now I'm gonna cry again.
It was like
so that when I saw him score, when they did it, because nobody knew. Nobody knew about that. I was in tears because I knew the kid, I'd interviewed the kid, and that was a moment in sports where shed a tear.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm from San Antonio, so I really love the Spurs, and there was like this video going around Facebook. It was just this like sentimental like highlight video, and it had like interviews from all the players and like really emotional music playing, and then like some of the best plays, and they were talking about how great Pop is, and I would watch it all the time.
Just like single tear?
No, I would get emotional. I don't know why. I just thought it was so beautiful. They're just like, they're a family. It's so great. But I've never like cried from like a game or anything. I guess I'm not that invested in sports to like cry at a thing. But I feel like you had a personal connection to that, and that's really great.
Yeah.
But like I feel like some people, like when they cry out of sadness when like their team loses, I've never felt that connected to a sport.
No, I haven't. I don't think so. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I have. I mean, I'm a huge Rockets fan, and
well, the Rockets haven't won a world championship since the 90s, so I feel like if they won a world championship, maybe you would cry.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out this year.
Oh boy!
They're putting it back together. They're getting the gang back together. Jeff Bizdelik, the defensive coach specialist, is coming back on staff. Thank you, Mr. Fertitta. Shout out to the Rockets.
Wow. I hope he listens.
Oh yeah. They definitely do. All of them.
Call in
if
you work for the Rockets.
Mr. Fertitta, give us a call. We're trying to do some stuff with Landry's. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We got Taylor Johnson in studio. We met Taylor from my good friend David, who is out of town.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to hang out with us anymore.
Driving across the state right now.
There's nothing. Have you've made that drive before?
I've made that drive. Yeah. I've driven through West Texas a lot. I actually lived with David in West Texas for a month, and it was one of the worst months of my life. It was miserable. I was traveling full time, speaking and doing comedy at churches. And it was a January that I had nothing booked to begin with. And
can you see David tuned in?
Oh, wow. Well.
Look who it is. The cat drug in. DJ Gomez.
I was going to stay with him for a month because I had nothing going on. And the first day I got there, it was the day after I bought a brand new minivan. Brand new to me.
Yeah.
Because
the van down by the river again.
Yeah.
Comes back to this every time.
Yeah. There was a period of my life where I lived in a van.
Down by the river.
Down by every river. Any town I went to, I had to find where the river was to go down by it. And the first day I got there, it had iced over the roads, and I didn't know it yet. And a car had an accident in front of me, and I could not stop in time, so I slammed in the car. And the
Oh,
day after I had bought it, I had totaled it. And so I was there for a month without a vehicle. And David and his wife, David and Alyssa, only had one car, so they had to like just take me everywhere with them, kind of like my sister had to do, repeating itself everywhere. And I was just working out with the insurance to be able to buy a new vehicle. So for the whole month, I would call my insurance every morning when their office opened, and every night right before the office closed, and would just be like, "Hey, is there anything else? What can I do? What's happening now? What can I do now?" And it was the worst. It was in Odessa, Texas, which is a bummer of a place to be.
Odessa, Texas, weren't they on Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, and
the movie, right?
Yeah. That's based on Odessa, and that's the only good thing about it, I guess.
Hey, I thought of a good question, maybe to ask to at least start some conversation if you're trying to get to know somebody. Like even asking, like, hey, if they've graduated high school, hey, what year did you graduate high school? Because then you can see, like, okay, what time period?
Yeah, you can do some mental math. Because I feel like that's better than asking how old are you?
Yeah, and then like, okay, they had a MySpace. No, okay, they missed that. They Facebook or who was president whenever they were going through school, forming their ideas and opinions, and then they may start to share about experiences. Oh, well, I went here, and then start opening up about stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that's a great way to start something off in a conversation. Is somebody graduated.
Yeah.
I like that question a lot better than asking someone how old they are, because I always end up doing it. When somebody asks me how old I am, I will say, how old do you think I am? Which I think that's funny because people always get it wrong. But then I screw myself over, because then when I go, oh, then how old are you? Then they make me do it to them. And I can't tell how old anyone is ever.
12.
Like, yeah, everyone
do
be.
Do you guess too young or on purpose because you don't want to be offensive to people?
Sometimes it'll be at a high school that I've done an assembly at, and a student will be like, I'll be like, what grade are you in? They'll be like, what grade do you think I'm in? And I'm like, 8th? And they're like, I'm a senior. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What grade do you think I'm in?
Yeah. I just can't. I can't tell how old anyone is.
See, I don't mind telling people how exactly they look. In my opinion,
he does it old on purpose. He's like,
I do it old on purpose.
You look like you're 39.
And they're like,
and I'm
no,
like, oh.
I'm blah blah blah. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And then you feel bad, but that's who I am. That's the character I play.
What is that? What do you think you're in a movie right now or something? Or like, what is this character?
How would you describe the character that you're playing right now?
Joke life.
Yeah. I feel like it's a comedy. I feel like, what's that movie with where they're behind the scenes?
Dumb and Dumber, but you're both roles.
No, not Dumb and same character, right? He played. What is that name of that movie?
He's
Truman Show.
Truman Show. Yes,
nailed it.
It's the name of the Truman Show. Yeah, that's what my life is.
He's trying to be Michael Scott. I think that he's trying to be Michael Scott. Are you a fan of The Office?
Oh yeah,
The show. Yeah, he's a little bit of delusion, and like a little bit of like, huh?
I do cook my breakfast in the morning right next to me
in bed,
and
you burnt your foot. That's probably my favorite episode.
Oh, it's my favorite. That is the best episode.
Hey, this is an argument that I had when I was a kid, and it was so heated, and you brought it up. In Dumb and Dumber, which one is dumb and which one is dumber?
That is a good point. You know what? I got to say that Jim Carrey is the dumber one.
See, what do you think? Who's dumb and who's dumber?
Man, well, the other guy, what was his name?
So you're saying there's a chance. That's
Kurt, Harry and Lloyd. Lloyd is Jim Carrey.
Harry was the guy who played in The Newsroom later on, right?
Jeff Daniels. Yeah.
Yes. So I think of him as the Newsroom character now, and not. So I have to go. Jim Carrey is definitely dumber.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, the guy who Jim Carrey was playing.
Right.
Sorry, Jim Carrey, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Oh, and he is, of course.
We just had to hire another lawyer.
If you're listening or watching right now, we're so sorry.
We're sorry.
What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I always fought for Jim Carrey because I always just thought he was funnier. And like in the movie, he didn't know that we landed on the moon because he sees the article on the wall and he's like, "We did it, guys!" And but I feel like Harry is also. I don't know. I think probably. What
Jim if Carrey. We're all being fooled and neither one were Dumb and Dumber? It was somebody else.
The gangsters.
Yes, or the lady character. Maybe she was both Dumb and Dumber
for trying to get with Jim Carrey.
Wasn't there a remake of it, like Dumber and Dumber?
Yeah, it was a prequel of how they met in high school.
and it was not the same characters, and it was awful.
Yeah, it was really bad.
It was an awful movie.
But Bob Saget is in it.
That's good.
It was definitely the dumber of the movies.
Yeah.
What
Bob
about
Saget.
you? What's a question? What's a question that could actually you could get to know someone with?
Bob Saget.
Have you ever left a job without quitting?
Just like stop showing up?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Have you ever thought about like just like driving away and never coming back?
To life or your job?
Are you okay? Your questions have been who has broken your heart the worst, and have you ever thought of just abandoning your life and leaving everything?
I have literally thought of this. I have thought like, hey, what happens if I like
He did it. Curt
jump in my car,
Yeah.
drive back to Nebraska, never get on Facebook or anything? Would people like call you or Facebook message you? Or what if you like showed up in another town, just be like, hey, I'm new here, and like they're like, hey,
It's called
you
moving.
kind of left your job, like
You put
you
it on
know, like
like you're applying for a new job and put on your resume like the old one, call and be like, yeah, he just stopped showing up.
We think he still works here. Is he there with you?
Yeah, has anyone ever? Am I the only one who thinks of this?
It's
Like, hey, what if I just got up, started a brand new life?
Nobody would know you were gone. They'd be like, we've been paying him for months. Like, let he's still collecting
What's
checks.
crazy is like, so when I was in Odessa, I worked for David's wife, Alyssa. She was a manager at a Planet Fitness, and I worked at the Planet Fitness for that month. And I would have to do tours where people want to get a membership, and I would show them around. And there's a part of the tour where there's nothing to talk about.
Right.
You've shown them everything. You're just walking back to the front to show them the paperwork. And that was like small talk time. You have to just kill time and small talk. So I'd always ask, oh, are you from Odessa? And they would say, yes or no. And then I would jokingly say, oh, you love it so much here, huh? And literally every single person was like, no, I hate it here. I hate living here. People who are like, I was born here. I've lived here my whole life. Wow. They're like, I hate it. And I was like, why do you still live here? And everyone would be like, oh no, it's just what I know. And I was like, you can leave. I mean, kind of like what you're saying. Like, you could just pack up and you could go anywhere.
Get a van.
Get a van, find a river. You could go anywhere. Like you don't have to stay there. If you want to move, you could, I don't know, you can move to England. I don't know. You could do anything.
Man.
Kurt's about to quit.
Kurt,
You can do it, Curt.
where would you go? Would you go back to Nebraska or would you go somewhere new?
I don't know.
Nebraska's pretty bad.
Man, I think of this.
I'd rather
right?
live in Odessa.
And then I'm like, man, I'm 30. The odds of me restarting over again, like just starting life again, it's hard to do.
Hey man, it's never too late. Anything worth doing is hard to do.
See, I did this. I moved from Vermont to Texas. Didn't know anybody, right?
Really?
It's taken me like 4 years to finally start meeting people.
Well,
and,
because you're keeping everyone at arm's length away. You're calling everyone
Okay,
kiddo.
Kiddo, calm down.
You're stopping yourself from getting these close friends like I'm going to become by the end. Stop
You live
looking
too
away
far
from
away.
me.
You live too far away.
Look
I'm
at
sorry.
me. Look at me. Make eye contact with me. Hello.
You've
Hello.
already seen him more in the past month than your last relationship.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So there's that.
I'm just trying to make sure. Wait, are they watching right now?
Oh
Ooh.
man. Hey,
My heart just skipped a beat. I'm like, wait.
it's 10:49. You're listening to KHEARadio.com 99.5 FM. Kurt's head just exploded. He's like, Gardy, you're right.
You're right.
Holy guacamole. What's going on?
We're hilarious and fabulous.
Hey, we
Thanks,
just got a
Karen.
notification from ESPN Rocket Sioux local radio station.
We did it.
We made the news. Yeah. We're talking to Taylor Johnson. You're from San Antonio.
Yes.
And you're still based in San Antonio?
No, I moved up to Dallas area.
That's right. Okay, cool. Somebody had asked earlier, like, hey, where's he from?
Wait, you're in Dallas?
Yeah.
What are you doing in College Station?
So I went down to San Antonio to work on a project with a friend, and I have somebody else in College Station who I wanted to film some videos with, and so now I'm in Houston. I'm just traveling all over the place right now.
Yeah,
So
that's
one
what's
of the
up, man.
people who broke my heart
All right.
did it for somebody in Dallas.
Really? They did
Yeah.
it for someone else? They told you this?
Oh yeah.
They were like, hey, I'm into this other person more.
And yeah, they lived in Dallas. So now every time somebody says Dallas, I have this bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, oh, people in Dallas are the worst.
And that person moved to Austin. So you're kind of
Oh,
like,
and I hate Austin now too. I'm like,
Wow.
people in Austin are the worst. You know, like,
Oh, man.
Thank you, Heartbreak.
Hey, what's another question? I know you have to be. The wheels are turning. I see the gerbil like on the wheel.
Here, if you could be
Hey, anybody on Facebook Live, if you've left a job without quitting, or if you know a good question
Do a poll.
that would help other people, that would like let you know stuff about a person that you're asking questions.
I got one.
Okay.
If you could be any Crayola crayon, what would it be?
Okay. So far questions are, what's your favorite color? And if you could be a color, which one would you be?
Which color tastes the best? And the answer, macaroni and cheese yellow. And like the big one.
I was gonna say my color
I
would be
know.
macaroni and cheese yellow.
I know. It would
Why
be.
not orange?
You know why?
Why?
Because it's in the big box instead of the box of chocolate.
Yeah.
The blue box.
You're
blues.
with more friends.
The less chance that you get used, so that you stay around a longer
Hey.
period of time.
What was your degree in? What did you go to school for?
Theater.
Okay, that's right. I was like, dang, did you have like a
Hey,
minor in
look,
psychology?
We're getting to know him. You just
Yeah.
asked him a question, a get to know you question.
Yeah.
What major did you study? I studied broadcast.
Oh.
See?
I wish I've thought about going back to school for something in psychology or in counseling or in that field because, like I said, like when I go to churches and everything that I do is focused on confession, and I wanted to make sure that what I was talking about was like okay. Like I've
Right.
like met with a bunch of counselors and pastors and tried to run everything by them on like is this okay? Is this smart? Like, or just ask as many questions as I can because. When I do go to a church, I always try to train leaders on how to handle those initial conversations of confession when somebody opens up to you for the first time, because it can be kind of stressful when someone is like, hey, I'm going to tell you something I've never told anyone before. Like you can feel the pressure of like, what am I supposed to say? What am I not supposed to say? What's my role supposed to be here? So yeah, I don't know. That area is really interesting to me, and everything to do with like mental health and stuff, and how do you open the door for people to feel like they can actually talk about what they're struggling with in life?
Yeah. So Crystal has a good question that could ask like, hey, thoughts on music. So if you ask somebody, hey, what do you what's your favorite band, or what kind of music do you listen to, or what do you think about music? And then let them kind of navigate that. It's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, you
thoughts
learn a
on
lot.
music. No, just ask that. Thoughts on music.
Thoughts on music?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
How do you
pro music.
pro music?
Well, there's different ways you can take it. It depends on how
I'm
you
not a
navigate.
fan of music.
And
I
that's
hate music. In
that tells a
general.
lot
I
about
once-
people too.
A youth pastor once tried to book me, and he said, yeah, I don't really like comedy, but I think my students will like you. So I don't know. And I was like, this is going to be terrible. Like,
Yeah.
also, who doesn't like comedy? What does that even mean? I hate laughter.
pro comedy.
Pro comedy, anti-music.
You should make a shirt that says pro comedy. Just walk around with that.
Pro comedy.
I'm pro comedy.
It's like Proco, and then people don't even know what it stands for. It's like
Proco.
Hashtag Proco, everybody.
And then it's a conversation starter.
Mhm.
See? Look at this. Kurt, wheels turning.
Hey, here's somebody. Karen said that you're 30 years old. I have
I was like, wait, how are you going to read this?
she has I think that's like, is that like pantyhose, like support
Yeah.
hose? I have like pantyhose older than that. That's good stuff.
I think we have to end the show now. I don't know how we come back from that.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Hey, this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have Taylor Johnson in studio. Taylor, he is a comedian. You are from San Antonio, based out of Dallas.
Yes.
You'll travel wherever. If you have somewhere that the Taylor can speak or minister, or even a house show, maybe a church, a school, hey, reach out to Taylor. You're open to any of those things, right?
Absolutely. Anybody, anywhere somebody wants to have me. I'm booking 2019 right now, and just trying to go anywhere. And I love doing comedy and doing it in a way that we can bring down our walls. Like laughter brings down our walls, it brings down our defenses, and we can talk about things that we might not normally talk about. And so I think people kind of pigeonhole what they think like a comedy show can be and can do. And I would love to be able to, I don't know, use it in ministry and use it as a way to kind of get to a more serious topic.
So my wedding is on February 30th, 2019. Can I
Okay.
book you?
Yeah, you want me to perform the wedding? I'll do
I
that
want you
too.
to- I know, I
did
want the
David's wedding.
entertainment.
I
We
was
did.
I was the minister for David's
I
wedding.
want
That's
you
cool.
to be the entertainment.
Okay, I've done that once at a wedding reception, and it wasn't the best. They wanted me to like roast them, and I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Did you know him that well?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I knew
good.
them pretty
Okay.
well, and I don't know. It was okay. I did like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But, they really enjoyed it, but I could tell like all the family that was there that was like, what is happening?
It's very
That's
specific
awkward,
kind
man.
of request.
And very specific kind of humor.
People,
Yeah.
the people to be able to take that and then be like, hey, this is your closest people that you've ever met. You know,
Yeah.
family, grandma, great grandma, maybe. You know, it's
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, we
Talking
should do
trash.
a roast on the show.
You don't want that, Kurt.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
Who would get roasted?
Oh, both of us together.
I think you could do a contest and have audience members write in their best roasts of you guys, and whoever has the best like wins something.
And at the end, they always have to say, boom, roasted. There you go. Like on Michael Scott, boom, roasted. Boom,
Look-
roasted.
A little bit. What do you think people would roast you about?
Probably my car, that it has mechanical windows.
I feel like that's a good question too. You're like, hey, have you ever seen you're like, what do you think people would roast you about?
Yeah.
Mechanical windows on my car.
Well,
the
he
crank.
has like the crank
Right,
windows.
yeah,
He's-
no, yeah.
Right, yeah.
That would be a good starter too. Does your car have manual or automatic windows?
Maybe.
I don't know that many. I feel like you're the only person I know.
I feel like it's the worst.
Even the van down by the river probably.
Yeah. I had a 2012 Honda Odyssey. It was wonderful.
This is a 2010. They obviously had
Wait,
automatic
what?
windows in 2010. Why do you make a Jeep without? Oh,
There was a recession, Kurt. There was a recession.
Here's another question. This one I feel like goes more along the lines of what yours are. I feel like you can ask pretty strange questions and you can get to know some pretty insightful things.
Yeah.
Which one would be more scary to you if you found out that it was real? If there was hardcore scientific proof, somebody goes on TV and says, we have finalized proof that either ghosts are real or aliens are real. Which one would be scarier to you if you found out that they were real?
Aliens.
I was gonna say aliens.
aliens are so much worse. Ghosts can't touch me. I ain't afraid
Can't
no
touch it.
ghost.
Wow. Okay. All right. I've heard that song.
My son dressed up as a Ghostbuster this
Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween. And so
Valentine's Day.
I feel like ghosts, like they just scare you.
well, and
Yeah.
here's the thing, like, okay,
Yeah.
I've lived
like,
this long. I lived this long,
Aliens
and they
can
don't mess with
do
me.
like aliens can kill you. You know, like
Yeah.
What are they gonna come up with next? You know, what are they waiting for? Like your the 29th of December
maybe.
before your wedding, and then they're like, nope, we're taking out Kurt.
Yeah. You're coming with us, Kurt.
Like they're just
That would be
teas-
the perfect move
aliens
away.
right now are just teasing us. They just pop up every once in a while and they're like, we got them this time. They think we're a joke. They don't expect us coming.
Yeah, that's true.
See?
David said that ghosts would not be scarier if you, or I'm sorry, aliens would not be scarier if you're Will Smith.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he has nothing to worry about because he's
Still here.
taking them on.
Yeah, he's big on social media.
They're just waiting for Will Smith to like pass, and then they're like, "Oh, now we're good.
Oh, okay.
Now we're good."
But then if there's Ghost Will Smith, would be okay. So I think if they both, you know,
Yeah, if they
They're
found out
okay.
to both exist, Ghost Will Smith could fight the aliens.
so they're
I
waiting.
think we just wrote a great movie.
It's the best movie ever.
You're welcome.
We'll call
Hollywood.
it Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. So right now it's 10:59. We have like about a minute left. Taylor, if somebody was to get in contact you or find your social media website, how would they do that?
So if they go to taylorjohnsononline.com, right now I'm doing a real big push. I love traveling and talking about confession and doing all this, but I hate that I was in New Mexico and I was in this tiny town. I spoke at a school assembly for 7th grade through 12th grade and it was like 50 kids. Like that's how small the school was. And the moment I told them like I'm a comedian, I travel the country, they like looked at me like, what are you doing here? Like why are you coming to talk to us? But a church wanted me to come to this town that's 30 minutes outside of where their church is because they really believe in reaching that community. And it was so cool to get to talk about confession and opening up and kind of the stuff that I had dealt with as far as mental health and seeing certain kids like react and respond and get emotional because it was really connecting with where they were and what they're dealing with. And I got to kind of encourage them and be there with them. But what sucks is after I'm done performing, like I leave, like, and it's like, all right, bye, you guys are on your own. And that's what happens at every church or every school that I perform at.
Radio station.
I'm leaving you, Kurt, and I hate it. So if you ever want to move away, I have an extra room in Dallas.
I cannot live in Dallas. That'd be the worst.
But
I mean, what?
What if Taylor's the Never mind.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He's like, Kurt, is that?
But I really feel called to start creating resources that can reach far beyond my live shows.
Cool.
So that when I go to a school, I can say, hey, here's a book, here's a podcast, here's a YouTube channel, here's some training, here's something that you can do that is the next steps. Like I said, I've been meeting with a lot of counselors and getting so much great information that I can't share all of it when I'm live. And so I really want to create these resources, whether it's podcast, books, small group curriculum, or leadership training. And I can't do that on my own. I really want, I'm needing support. I have a Patreon. People can give monthly support anywhere from $2 to $50 a month. And even like $2 helps a ton, and it would go towards the creation of these resources to make them as high quality as possible, to bring on other people that I need to make them possible, and to fund me being able to take time off from traveling to create this stuff. And so if you're interested in what I do and kind of the topic that I talk about, if you feel like that's important to you, just go check out taylorjohnsononline.com. You can watch videos of me speaking. You can see some of my writing. And then also there's a place where it'll take you from support, like on the menu. Support will take you to my Patreon. You can check that out and see what I'm doing. I would really love that.
That's awesome.
Sorry I pitched for so long.
No, dude, it's cool.
I rambled.
That's what we want. We want people to go check you out. So it's taylorjohnsononline.com. Go check out his website. You can find out how to get in contact with him, watch some of his content, and hey, help him on this mission that he has. I feel like it's very necessary. A lot of people today, you know, it's become more easier to talk about, just like mental health and like, hey, how can I take care of myself? And, you know, before it's like, hey, keep it all bottled in, but you're putting some light on, hey, we need to talk about these things. We need to talk about the issues so that way we can make sure that we're okay, you know, like be a community and help support one another.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Yeah. And in order to keep things interesting, this whole month I'm doing a real big push for my Patreon, and I'm trying to keep it interesting so it's not just me posting, like begging people over and over again. So one of the things, like I'm going this whole month without shaving my face, and I hate it so much. I've never gone longer than 4 days without shaving because I feel like it looks terrible. And this is the longest I've ever gone, and I have no idea what it'll look like at the end of 30 days. So if you're not interested in what I'm saying, you'll still check out the post to see how weird my face looks.
It looks good.
I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Is it the feeling?
No, I love touching it, but I hate looking at it.
Okay.
And I don't know. It just looks like I've taped like cat hairs to my face.
I was gonna say last time, you know, you saw that I was starting to grow my beard, and you're like, man, I need a beard like Kurt.
I want to be like you. Don't look away from me.
He's like, just maintain eye
you're
contact.
From Dallas. I keep forgetting that you're from Dallas. Oh, Dallas.
I'm trying to. I'm an ambassador from Dallas, here to apologize on behalf of that guy, and I want you to change your mind about our city.
There you go. Can you do that?
Maybe. I'll give it a thought.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the thought passed.
All right, it's 11:03. This has been Kickstart. Thank you so much for joining us today, Taylor.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you to the mayor of Santa Fe. He was in earlier as well. We had a good time. Tomorrow morning, we have a lot going on. Starting at 8:30.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, we have sex trafficking we're going to be talking about in our community. And then also Sanctuary Gym will be in studio as well, talking about all the things that they are doing.
Yep, this is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Christian Stanfield. Stay tuned. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30.
Love ya. That was a weird, like, and I was like, what?
And then I was like, and then he was like,
you also said, hey, tomorrow morning we're going to have sex trafficking. I was like, what?
We're going to be talking about sex.
Bye,
you
guys.
knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Bye, guys. Love you.